he come in and he's flicking water around and, you know, acting all like disabled and everything. He's going, flicking water everywhere. He looked up, he saw me in the gallery and he went, he just dropped the bottle, turned to the judge and went, guilty.
Jim Dusty said, I don't care what case it is, I'll feel the death penalty for everything.
Yeah, but what about the judge to do that? I don't think the jury gets to decide.
You know,
No.
what you said a second ago, Mark, like, you know, that was actually a gift that,
Yeah,
everybody.
I think Richard Pryor did something like it.
Dave Chappelle did a whole skit on it. So
Ladies and
Chappelle showed
gentlemen,
back on it.
boys and
That's
girls.
fucking hilarious.
Justin,
Yeah.
You what?
Paul's live, so I'll see you all over there.
Oh, shit. I guess I made it home. What time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. See you all over.
Catch you all later.
Later.
Thank you. Bye, everybody.
Good evening.
Thanks for joining.
There's Dominic.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Laura was first. I was listening to them chat over there.
Yeah. They're still going. No, they've just finished.
Yeah, so Dominic, what's new?
No, nothing much. Just pretty much woke up about an hour ago and did what I had to do, and there we go.
I had to go get a prescription
Mm-hmm.
because I went to the doctor
Yep.
and I bought 8 bags of Reese's.
Oh, great.
That,
Reese's eggs. I bought 8 bags because they were 50% off.
Oh, great.
if anybody,
So how you doing, Justin? I see you
Good.
were keeping busy over with David.
yeah, if anybody needs a passcode, there it is. For some reason, it asked me for it. So I went and grabbed one of the old links. It does that sometimes. I don't fucking know why.
Mm.
It'll be the same link, but randomly. But yet I can go to a live stream from 3 days ago, click the same link, and it works.
Yeah.
Did you see what Laura put in there?
What?
You don't
Um,
deserve a passcode.
You don't deserve a link.
I'm in the middle of cooking dinner. I ain't got time for Laura's shenanigans.
I'm hearing music in the background.
It ain't for me. You sure you don't have something playing in the background?
Right,
Got a
if
tab
you,
open?
yeah, Zoom's asking for a passkey. You wonder where everybody is.
Yeah, I already put it in the chat. It's 460992.
It was playing music from Forrest Gump. I don't know where the hell that came from. Right back, gonna pitch some peanuts real quick.
Take it he must have got into the doctor's early. He made it back on time.
Yeah. Well, like I said to Paul, I'll stay live until he comes back, and then I'll end mine and send everybody over.
Well, like my doctors, if I go in there at least 20 minutes early, I can get in quicker. Because they don't overschedule at my doctor's office, so they don't have a problem with that. Usually when I go in there, there's only like 3 or 4 people in the waiting room.
Well, I don't know what my current doctor's is like, but my old one, if you actually attended your appointment early, your appointment could be at 9:05 and they open at 9 o'clock, or start appointments at 9. You could be the first patient. The doctor still be half an hour freaking late.
Well, see, I'm lucky. I go to the doctor's that is it's a medical student facility, and my doctor's the head doctor that teaches all the med students. It's
Yeah.
they're doing their residency. Well, they're
Yeah.
really not med students because they've already passed med school. They're just doing their 2-year residency or 3-year residency. And she kind of oversees all those doctors. So there's a shit ton of them in there. There's like 5 or 6 of them, and there's never more than 5 or 6 people in the waiting room, so they get through patients pretty quick.
But do you have to book for a specific doctor at the time?
No, she actually took my case as a favor, so
Yeah, because if I go to
Otherwise-
my doctors and I put, say, I don't know my new doctor, but my old doctor was Dr. Schubert, and if I went in there and booked for Dr. Schubert, even though they had like 15 other doctors, I could only see Dr. Schubert.
oh no, if my doctor happens to not be there that day because of an emergency or something like that, they'll just have me see another doctor. Yeah, I don't have to reschedule or anything.
I saw my old doctor the other day. He looked really ill. And he said he was looking for a new doctor's surgery. He couldn't wait to get out of the current one.
No, my doctor's pretty young. She's probably around the same age as I am.
Mm.
And then most of the residents are like late 20s, early 30s. So because they have to do like 8 years or was it 6 years of med school or some shit like that. And then they do 3 years of residency, and then they become like, I guess, like full-fledged doctors after that. So it's a long time. You spend about 9 or 10 years of your medical career just becoming a full-fledged doctor.
Mm.
Mark, go and suppose YouTube, go to an older meeting, not an older live, maybe 3 days ago, click the link and you'll get in. So I got in.
Because if I'm under the understanding, I think a residency, pretty much what that is it kind of establishes you as a doctor. That way you can go off and get a job wherever you want at that point. It's kind of a thing that establishes you and gives you some background and some credibility. All the residents they have are all from Florida State University, I think. That's like one of the top med schools in the country, along with like UCLA is a really good med school. Those are actually some of the best hospitals to go to. You'd be surprised.
You see, there's one doctor that seems to follow me everywhere. When I moved to Blackpool, I went to Bloomfield Road Medical Centre, which is right next to the football ground. Always depressed me, it did. And the doctor that put me on the mental health that said, you really need help and all this, and got the ball rolling, he was called Dr. Donnelly. And when I said I was moving to North Wales, he said it'd be a good thing. And he says, don't take this personally. He says, but I hope I don't have to ever see you again. Yeah, and wish me luck. And then 4 months later, at my new doctor's surgery in North Wales, I got ring up to make an appointment. She said, are you okay to see the new doctor? I said, yeah, that's not a problem. See anyone. I just need to get my meds sorted. Open the door. People sat there. Dr. Donnelly. I was like, oh, fucking hell. Then I had him in North Wales for 6 years, moved down here to Whitford. About a year after we moved down here, rung up, got a doctor's appointment. They told me it was going to be the locum doctor who was looking at moving down to the area. Walks in, fucking sat at the table, Dr. Donnelly. I was like, oh, for fucking hell, he's followed me everywhere.
The same doctor.
Couldn't get rid of him. I mean, it was funny. Sometimes you just can't get away from the doctors.
Hmm.
Alright, everything is done for dinner. Just wait for this chicken to get done.
Wonder why Zoom does this passcode shit every now and again.
Hey, I don't understand that either, because the same fucking link that I clicked from 3 days ago, same exact link, it lets me right in, but the minute I clicked on it, the one he posted, it comes up as I need a passcode.
Yeah.
And I don't know why it does that. It just randomly does that sometimes.
Yeah, but like
And
Mark
I-
said, passcode you told him, the 460992, that's not letting him in.
Yeah, that's what it says right here. If you go to the little green shield up at the top left-hand corner and you click it, it will tell you what the
Hey, waypoint.
passcode and everything is. And the meeting
Oh,
ID.
I've got a different passcode.
What do you have? I have 460992. Well, if Mark goes to the
Oh,
live
yeah,
stream,
Yeah,
If he-
I've got
if-
the same.
if he goes to the live stream from 2 or 3 days ago, he can click the link and come in. He
Yeah,
doesn't have to use the one that's in the chat.
460992.
Yep.
Is right.
Like I said, I don't know why it fucking does that, because if you look at the link from 3 days ago or even 2 days ago, it's the same damn link.
Yeah, I know.
So the only thing I could think of is something is triggering on when he's live. I don't fucking know. Honestly, I have no idea how it does it. Because when I went in and set all the settings for Paul's Zoom account that one day for him, I turned that off to make sure that was shut off. But like I said, it just randomly kicks on every once in a while. I don't know, some kind of security thing or something, maybe. I don't know.
So everything good for you, Paul? At the doctors?
What's that?
Everything good for you at the doctors?
Oh, yeah, of course, they want to run more tests, go back to
Hi,
the house.
Brian.
Did you get everything, or did you end up getting in early? Because you got back on time.
Yeah, well, I got there early, but I did get in about 10 minutes before the 3:30.
Yeah, it's still 10 minutes, though.
Yep.
I'm
So
blaming
saved-
Laura.
Saved me 10 minutes.
I'm blaming Laura.
What's that?
I said I'm blaming Laura.
Yeah, blame Laura gets
As
blamed.
you, as you should. I mean,
What is Laura, what?
They're blaming Laura for your passcode problem.
No, I'm blaming Laura for my passcode problem.
Well, she gave you the right passcode.
No, she said, Mark, enter Mark R. White 460992.
No, she tagged you,
Four,
No, she
six.
didn't.
but I see what
Did-
she's done. She's put Mark R. White in the wrong place. She should have put Mark
Yeah.
R. White, enter.
Yeah.
So you
I-
was putting your own name in it.
I put in Mark R. White 4609. It didn't work.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Hey, Justin, what do you think
Well,
I've got a
that's what she told
setting
me to
that's
put in.
screwed up or what?
No, because I turned that off. It doesn't
I
do it
didn't.
all
I
the
wasn't
time.
asked for a passcode, so
It's
Don't
I
worry
think it's
about
just
it,
some
Paul.
random
Paul's there.
security thing that you can't do nothing about.
All you
'Cause
need, all you need to know is that Mark R. White is as bad as you. Because he's just done something that you would do. You would go and put Paul Murray in the code.
I didn't know what the passcode was. I've never put one in before.
Yeah, if it ever asks you for that and somebody didn't put it in the chat, just go back a
Just
couple
6
days.
numbers.
Well, I'm saying just go back a couple days on the live streams and go to the chat and you can
Can't,
pull it up. Why?
because on the phone it doesn't show the chats from the
Yeah, it
old
does. You have to
ones.
swipe
It does.
over on the comment box. You have to
Do you?
swipe over. Yeah.
Swipe the comment box, it'll bring you the chat up.
Right.
But you
okay.
have to go, I'd go about 5-10 minutes in on the video. So because it's a live chat replay, then you'll see Paul will have put the link in for you.
Yeah, you'll see 2 little dots on the actual comment bar. And sometimes it's a pain in the ass, even on the Android. I'll sit there and do that. And it will
Mark,
keep
what were the
clicking
final
comment.
scores?
Liverpool 1-3-1.
Yes.
And Chelsea?
It's in the 97th minute and it's 3-2 for United.
Oh, bollocks.
Yeah. As long as Chelsea loses.
Well, yeah, Chelsea are losing.
Good.
It's keeping United in 6th place.
Yeah.
And Chelsea are in 12th.
Yes.
Oh, what?
Shut up, dog.
She wants your attention.
Every 5 bloody minutes. Shut up.
Oh, I think Rio and Bluey are leaving.
He was halfway across the room back.
You got somebody to take them?
You should have been next to the door and known she wanted to go out.
David, you got somebody to take?
No, they're just leaving. They're letting themselves out.
Oh,
Earlier on, I could hear this clunk, 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 clunk. I was like, what the fucking hell's going on behind the curtain? Move the curtain, they're fucking pecking at the wall trying to dig their way out.
I suppose it beats using a teaspoon.
The point is, though, there's no big food balls for them out there.
It is.
And if they would come back home, I'd let them out. Go and have a fly.
Sarah says Justin Messenger.
Yeah, I already answered her.
Did you go out and buy goggles for everybody,
Yeah.
Justin?
Goggles for what?
For the eclipse?
Yeah.
I don't think we're going to be able to see much of it from here. I'm not
You probably
entirely
get
sure.
45, 50%. Pretty much nothing.
Oh,
Well, if they're at
See
school
what
and
the
they
weather
are
is for the UK on Monday.
and if they do anything and it's
Wet,
during school hours,
cloudy.
usually they make glasses.
Yeah.
What the where's it at?
Yeah, you would
Rain
have got
tomorrow.
a total eclipse, but the sun sets.
Awesome. Thunderstorms on Friday.
Yes.
I
I love those.
Considering that-
Oh, great. Just typical, isn't it? Monday, the day of the eclipse, and we've got cloud all day.
David, read the chat.
Chelsea just
Laura
equalised.
said, David, your alarm.
Oh, yeah. I'll be back.
Okay.
Chelsea just equalised in the 90th minute plus 10
Oh,
with a
jeez.
penalty.
Injury and stoppage. God,
A penalty.
in minutes. But I know 10 minutes of injury and stoppage.
Yeah.
God, that's a long half.
In fact, Chelsea scored in the 4th minute and then a a penalty in the 19th minute and a penalty in the 100th minute.
Yes.
United scored in the 34th, 67th, and 39th minutes.
Oh,
Here's you guys get a chuckle out of this. This is hot news out of Russia.
okay.
A prominent Russian academic has suggested to Putin that his country should aim to capture one of U.S. states that is not covered by NATO, Article 5. And
Okay.
guess which state it is? Hawaii.
Oh, okay. Good luck with that.
So they're talking about attacking Hawaii.
Well, a few
Didn't
weeks
you remember
back,
the Japanese trying that once.
Yeah, we've been there. Haven't we been there before?
Oh my God.
What?
90 minute plus 11. Chelsea scored again.
Don't they know how to park the
4-3
you'd
up.
think, yeah, you'd think they would have parked the bus by now.
And you know what I was going to tell you in the 99th minute?
Yeah.
That with it, or with, yeah, 99th minute, United were winning 3-2,
Mm,
and it's already 9 minutes into all stoppages, and a
Yeah.
home win bet went up to 100-1.
geez.
And then Chelsea scored 2 goals to make it a home win.
Yeah.
so this is from Mark. You'll be able to see it on the TV in a second. You just swipe. Come on, swipe over on the box there.
It's all right. I'm just going to photograph the page
like
with
that.
the link in. If I photograph the page with a link in, take a screenshot of it, I can just copy and paste it from my photo files.
They're giving the kids an excused aptness for Monday for the clips. What the fuck? I never got
Oh,
that when I was
no.
in school. We got to just build the little glasses and go outside and look at it and go back to class.
Funnily enough, the one when we had it, it was on a Saturday. So how's that? How's that for timing? Because I probably would have thought they would have, but it was in the afternoon. Ours is at 4:30, so it was late in the afternoon. So that would have been pretty much after school finished anyway.
Yeah, just go out and film it with my phone.
Yeah,
Okay.
why not?
Yep.
Oh, and the other thing is,
It's ended now.
since
Chelsea
you're,
won.
you're a Walmart
Yeah,
guy,
hey.
Justin. The other big news is Walmart may owe you money thanks to a $45 million class action lawsuit.
Yeah, they get sued all the time. Walmart's actually the number one sued company in the world. Surprisingly, for slip and falls and all that bullshit and everything else, like they get sued left and right.
Okay,
Plus, there's been a lot of big class action lawsuits against Walmart for like not giving people their vacation time and all that other junk, like supposedly taking hours off of their time. But when I worked for Walmart, the managers didn't even have access to your time cards. Like they couldn't go in and adjust anything. You had to go in, and all they could do is verify it and approve it, but they couldn't even go in and change anything because of the previous lawsuits they got over that.
really?
Even the store manager cannot go in and touch your time without your approval. You have to approve it. He can't even go in there and mess with your time. So that's probably what it is. It's something over vacation time or sick pay or something like that.
No, it has to do with, remember back the big hassle about fish and different products they were having a discrepancy about?
Not offhand, no.
Yeah, well, that's what it is. And they say the
Uh.
average person that filed under that will probably net out $10 each.
Oh yeah, because the lawyers are going to take at least 30% of that.
Yep.
You'll get a fucking 2 million people filing for that lawsuit, and yeah, you'll be lucky to get $10. Hey, I did the lawsuit when I got that notice in the mail for suit when they were class action suing Red Bull because their advertisement said it gives you wings and it doesn't.
Yeah,
I got 20. I got $20.
Included poultry, pork, seafood,
And I never
bagged
drank Red
citrus
Bull. I thought
items,
it tastes like shit.
including oranges, tangerines, grapefruit,
Hello, Sarah.
between October the 19th and January the 19th.
Yeah, I know. I never drank Red Bull anyway because I thought it tasted like shit. But I
Yeah.
got a notice in the mail. I was like, yeah, fuck it, why not? I got a $20 check like 6 months later.
$20. That's not to be sneezed.
It was
Did you read that,
literally it was a
Justin?
free $20. I literally just filled
Yeah,
out a
free
paper, put it in an
$20.
envelope, and mailed it. And I didn't even have to pay the postage.
Yeah, even
Did you
better.
read, Justin? Did you read Sarah's message? Kids
Yeah,
are
yeah.
off on.
It's probably a thing where they can go to school or they can stay home without being in trouble. It's probably
says
I
it's
don't know.
An excused absence, whatever the hell. that
Yeah,
is.
so that would mean if they wanted to stay home during the eclipse, they can, and then they will be excused by the school.
Yeah.
But they probably can still go to school, even though. But I know my kids are all going to want to fucking stay home. So the minute they
But yeah.
find that shit out there, I don't want to go to school.
Well, I always knew Pennsylvania was a little bit screwed up because the latest poll out of Pennsylvania shows Biden beating Trump 48-38.
Yeah, but this is a problem with polls, though. Is they'll say 43% of Americans don't disagree with this. No, it's 43% of the 1,000 people that responded to your poll.
Yep.
Yeah.
But they word it in such a way to make it seem like
Yeah, I was
everybody in
gonna
the
ask.
country filled out
Hmm.
that poll and they had an accurate. No, that's.
Yeah,
that's
I was going to
bullshit.
ask Mark.
I hate polls.
They brought out the new Murray poll over here for the general election that we don't even know we're having yet or
They
when.
brought out a Paul Murray poll.
A Murray poll. You know the what
Yes,
they
I-
reckon the intention is, and that Labour
What?
are going to absolutely try. You know, I hope Labour do. But have you been asked yet who you're voting for? Because I haven't,
No.
and I wouldn't tell them either.
Like I said,
Only
I
by- Who was it? Somebody asked on the panel the other day, and I said, "Screaming Lord Such."
That was me.
Ah,
Luckily,
right.
he's not running your area.
No.
like I said,
Michael,
that's
okay.
one. What's up, Michael? But like I said, that's why I hate polls though, because they word them in such a way like 10 million people responded to that poll. It's not a couple thousand people, and you're trying to bundle in, let's say, 43%
Yeah,
of all
they-
Americans. No,
They
they
should
don't.
actually state in that what percentage of the actual American public they ask.
Right. And even when a big news organization puts a poll out, they might only get 10,000 people out of 330 million people respond. But like I said, in order to fit their narrative, they'll word it in such a way of
Yeah.
43% of all
They do that
Americans
here.
agree
Well-
with this. No, they don't.
Funny you should
Mhm.
say that about
Oh.
the TV polls. The other week, GB News, which is the new far right news channel,
Yeah.
that's absolutely failing. They did a poll on their channel on whether you thought Brexit was working. Now everybody knows they want Brexit to. Everyone to vote that say that Brexit's good and they would stay out of Europe. So they put the poll up, to try and prove a point. Unfortunately,
Just come in.
the Rejoin UK side saw the poll and voted in it, so it ended up on the Brexit TV channel. The thing, everybody wanted to rejoin Europe.
Well, and that's the thing is polls can be very biased too, because if I wanted
Yeah,
to,
it depends
to
on
push a
who's
certain
doing them.
agenda, I could just go out and ask somebody on the street, say, I'm going to go take a poll on the streets. I could go ask somebody, are you liberal? Are you Democrat or Republican? You're Republican. Okay, great. I'm going to ask you some questions that I know you're going to say yes to, or
Yeah.
vice versa. And then I'm going
Yeah.
to say 80% of Americans agreed with me. No, it's
Yeah.
80% of the 100 people I went and asked.
Yep.
Yeah.
Not a good poll.
None of the
Mhm.
polls are all bullshit.
Yeah.
That's why I said I don't go by polls because they're just absolute garbage.
I Joe.
Hey, Joe,
Hey,
how's it go?
I'm having a Paul Murray day.
You are?
Yeah, my DirecTV disconnected from the remote. They had to be reset.
Oh, boy.
This is ridiculous.
I'm still trying to get used to the new remotes because the old remote used to be able to double click on it and it would tell you the show you're watching, when it was made and everything else. Doesn't have any of that anymore.
Has it not got a little button with an I on it?
Nope.
A small letter I?
Nope. All it has is it has a guide. You can click the guide and it just shows you all the what's
Yeah,
going
that
on
just
and all the
shows you
channels,
everything that's on.
but not. It's pretty complicated.
Right,
It's got a little button here. I can push and hold that and talk to it and tell it what channel I want it to put on, and it will.
Oh, yeah. Which is great if you know which channel it is.
Well, there is good news in this. I just got my guide back and everything that I pressed as favorites are still there. So I didn't lose all that crap. But I have no idea why it just completely disconnected from the remote and then it wouldn't connect. I had to reset it.
Most old people wouldn't know.
I'm not in the mood to reach back to get the duck. Okay.
So I'm not in the
That
mood to reach
sucks.
back and grab the duck. Now you'll get it, Joe.
Cool cat, East Coast Thrills.
If you can figure out 3D printing, I'm sure you can figure out a fucking remote control.
Mm-hmm.
What are you saying? I can work out a wall control, but I can't work out a 3D printer, apparently.
Did you ever hear back from them?
No, they want me to go back in time and send them videos of my first couple of prints. Fucking idiots. I'm going through PayPal with it, I think.
Yeah, because they're just screwing you around.
The only reason why I'm using it now is because it's only going to be 12 layers. And it's normally when you get to like the 47th layer that it starts playing up.
I didn't even get that far this time. It did start playing up. It told you that bits of it weren't actually there.
Yeah, that happened earlier. That was the software glitch. I fixed that problem.
Did you hear the football
Okay,
result
now it's
that I
done.
said then? Hey,
You got it, Joe?
Yeah,
David.
it's a pain in the ass. You know what it could have been? The batteries could have died in it. When the batteries died, you got to resync it. But it ought to
Batteries
blink. It
should
was
last
blinking
forever.
blue.
Why the
And
hell
blue
should
said
you have
just
to?
came on.
Even if-
Well, yeah, I understand. It said when it's blinking blue, it is it unpaired from the little box they give you.
Mm-hmm.
But you would think even if the batteries died, it shouldn't just unpair like that.
Well, I'm with you. So I'm thinking it had to be something, like the freaking eclipse coming up or something.
Or it is possible maybe you held down a button too long on it at some point, and it
No, it
disconnected
does. A lot of remotes do that. Our TV remote unpairs from the TV if the batteries die.
I did one thing different today.
It gives
I
you
told
yeah,
Google
you take
Bits
your
to turn
batteries
my
out,
TV
you
up.
get 5 minutes to put new batteries in, otherwise it unsyncs.
No, it's working now.
Take,
It's all it
can
counts.
take more than 5 minutes to find the bloody batteries.
Oh, don't you make that.
It took 6 minutes to open the back of the shit.
it.
You have the same on me, Mark. You're like, I know I've got 200 fucking Duracell AA batteries around here somewhere.
Somewhere.
Yeah.
Watch your
20
back
minutes
on it.
later,
Watch
you
out.
give up and you go and buy a new fucking pack.
Move, please. Move.
You walk
Move.
through the door and you slip on the other ones.
Yeah.
Fuck did they come?
Mm.
Pain in the Irish it is.
I'm just
Did you-
glad I had AA batteries.
Did you hear what I said happened to United and Chelsea?
Yeah, he scored in the 90 plus 10, 90 plus 9, 90 plus 11, I think.
90 plus 10 and 90 plus 11. Just after a home win had gone to 100-1 in the betting stakes.
Yeah, I won't be speaking to Laura's dad for a few days.
Oh, Man U fan. Yeah. Oh, well.
Of course, he's a Man U fan. He's from Cambridge. You don't get Man United fans from Manchester, do you?
Not that many.
Yeah, today's been all around a crazy day. I went to fly my drone and it's 14-mile-an-hour winds, which I could deal with that. 23, 24-mile-an-hour gust, which is kind of bad, but the wind's not blowing. I get to Avada over the bayou. I'm going down the bayou, going towards Chiponta, the river. I get out to the river and all of a sudden I get a gust of wind and the thing says high wind warning and starts drifting on me. So I have to control it into the side of a tree, bounced it off a tree, flew it back to me, got it around again. I mean, it blew it into a tree. I had no control. I had to let it go. I let it
Right.
drift on its own because if I'd have gunned it, I probably would have drowned it.
It didn't change United's position. They're still sixth, but it moved Chelsea up from 12th to 10th. Anyway, that's enough about football.
Oh,
You weren't talking about football, was you? You was talking about Man United, Chelsea, Premier League. That's not football. It's fucking play acting. Cheating bastards. Like a few years back, we played Man United in the FA Cup, and at half time it was 0-0, and then they beat us 3-1. But all three goals were dubious. Wayne Rooney dived for the penalty, and the other two were offside. And we all knew what we knew, and Wayne Rooney put in his book that the manager told him the only way they were going to get past us was to cheat.
Mm. Yeah, but he meant them cheat, not you cheat.
well, my question, Paul, is that you said you're getting used to it. Does it feel better?
The what? The Inspire?
No, the new control. Is it working better?
Yeah, it seems to work better. I need to adjust. You know, I don't like to adjust shit, but is what it is.
Did you put that rubber thing back on it?
No, I took it off.
Did you at least try it with it on it?
No, I put it on and took it off.
You need to put it on and try it with it and see the difference.
What's that? Like rubber boots on the sticks to slow them down a bit.
No, they've got that too.
The screen cover.
Oh, the screen cover wasn't for the Inspire. That was for the what's it? The Air 2S and the RC.
Yep.
But he couldn't see the screen at all today because it was foggy.
Okay.
Donald.
Is he
It's
coming on?
Mr. D.
Yes, in
You
the
know,
chat.
you know what his new nickname's going to be, don't you? Bugs.
Hot pepper.
No, Bugs. Because he's
Okay.
been
Bug
working
eye.
on that bug.
Bug eye instead of fish eye.
Yep.
That's not the one.
If Don, if you're having problem getting on Zoom with that link, the passcode is Laura.
460992.
Mhm.
Yeah, that.
The number you require is 469.
No,
No, it's not. It's 460992.
Right there, well, water, 57.
See, my little squirrels are chasing each other around out there for the peanuts.
Mhm.
Yeah, let's go with that. They're chasing, the male's chasing the female around.
Time of year.
no.
The females want the nuts.
You can't
But it
get
might be
mine
the
now.
female chasing the male.
Yeah,
What Don say?
he's obviously Don's daughter's arrived.
Oh, that's right. It's dinner time. He's probably over there taking care of the dogs
Mm.
because he goes to their house to do that.
Now he's got his daughter over, I
No,
think, with the
that's
kids.
the family. That's the people who used to live next door to him's son
Yes.
with
This
the
is-
dogs.
Yeah.
No, his daughter and grandchild are there to go to watch the thingy with them.
Yeah, the two
Eclipse.
beautiful dogs.
What's that supposed to
Yeah,
be?
he
on
said
tape,
yesterday, the morning was the only time he had to go see the dogs. The guy was
Today?
coming home last night.
Because they were coming home. Okay.
Mm.
The eclipse is on the 8th, right?
Mhm.
Monday.
Yep.
It'll be Tuesday night here.
But he's doing Easter this weekend instead of last weekend because his daughter and the kids are here.
Mhm.
We're supposed to be getting snow here overnight and tomorrow.
Oh, we're up into the 20s at the weekend. The only downside is it comes with 70 to 130 mile an hour winds.
Yeah, we had one of those.
Mhm.
Hold on to your wigs, folks. It's going to get windy.
Mhm.
I mean, of course it's going to get windy. All the Preston fans will be wearing the bowler hats, so they'll be blowing everywhere.
Single decker buses only, please.
You don't actually, you're more safe on a double decker in high winds than you are on a single decker.
Hmm.
Because single deckers don't have proper balance control, where double deckers are made to be able to lean over to,
Oh, yeah.
I think it's on like 73 degrees before it loses its balance.
Have
Well, you know what?
seen what
I'm
they
not,
do
I'm
with,
not seeing it being that bad.
have you seen what they do with them double deckers on the
See,
skid
look,
pan when
look
they're
how it's
learning how to
fading up
control
here.
them?
10 o'clock, 11 o'clock. And we get a little bit of rain and then it's done. But the East Coast is getting slammed.
You're right, Donald. That's a good way to get away with having an afternoon nap. Put a baby on your chest, and every girl in the house be like, "Oh,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's only if the baby wants to be there, though. Won't be forcing it now. Yeah, go on. Shut up, Justin.
It looks like they're going to grow some mutants in New York, according to Mike. They're going to be getting 3 feet.
Yeah.
Inbred.
You'll watch the rest of the film alone in English.
New York is looking."
Are they not asleep?
No, watching Inside Out.
So they go fucking sleep.
No, we always watch
Justin, your volume's down again.
Good.
Don't tell him.
It's good enough not to be able to hear him.
Because I'm not near my mic. That's why.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
eating.
Well, no, Mike's up near Michigan.
Yeah, Mike's north of me.
Yeah, he was just saying New York was going to get up to 3.
No, you said you were nowhere near Mike.
Oh, I'm not now. Paul's like a couple hours from. I think 2 hours. Or
God,
something.
sarcasm is totally lost on
Never eaten the morning.
Justin, isn't it?
No, but there's something there.
Justin, did I tell you that all 6 of my batteries all charged up?
Yes.
Unbelievable.
hear.
I figured there'd be some bad ones.
Yeah,
I
well,
mean, the
fly them all in the
sarcasm.
back garden and see how long each one lasts. It may have charged up, but it's no good charging up if it only lasts 3 minutes to discharge it.
I mean, sarcasm is lost, Mark, about as you putting in a passcode, but you know.
Not my fault. I did not tell myself to put Mark R. White before a number. Laura did.
So you're blaming Laura?
Yeah. For giving the wrong information.
Uh-oh.
Oh, she already knows.
Things don't end well when you blame Laura. Ask Justin.
Only if you're David. And Justin.
No, they don't end well for if you blame her as well. For me.
They don't
It
end well
doesn't-
for you. Yeah.
it doesn't
Jesus
end
Christ,
well
she
for
went off
him.
last night.
Joe,
Yeah,
what's
but I
on your
can't blame
agenda?
you for last night.
Okay, 2 hours southeast.
What'd you say?
What's new on your agenda for tonight?
What's that, Mike? About 110 miles.
I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm editing that film that I did. But I worked earlier before I left and found about 10 more players out of that 30 I still got to find.
Oh, really?
Actually, I found 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 players. I still got 5, 10.
And Mike says he's 2 hours northwest of me.
Yeah, I got 18 to find.
Well, yeah, effectively, that's what you said. Mm. Just fancy a bit of cake. I've got no cake.
Oh no.
There's a guy on the news that went out and bought 170 of those glasses that you use to watch the sun.
Yep.
What the hell for?
Why not?
Because he's going to turn up to one of the places in the
He's probably
totality.
going to show up and say, "Hey,
flog 'em.
I'll sell you these for $10." So I think he paid $2 a piece for them.
Or he's gonna be really disappointed when he gets there and realizes there's nobody there.
And it's cloudy.
Everybody's already got 'em.
And it's cloudy.
Now, you remember that? I remember when they released the first iPhone, and that lady showed up with $15,000 in her hand because she thought she was just gonna buy out the whole store.
He
She
lives
pays-
in Elm Court, Ohio, which is right in the path.
And then she pays a kid at the front of the line like $1,200 to cut in line so she could get to the front. And then she gets in and realizes she can only buy one phone. So not only did the kid just have to wait 7 or 8 spaces back, but she paid for his
Free
phone
phone.
pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the lady realized that she just gave $1,200 away for nothing because she was going to try to flip the phones. I was like, what an idiot.
And paid twice as much for a phone as she should have done.
Yep. There was a whole news thing on it. It was fucking hilarious. A
Yeah.
whole news story. And they were asking the kid, well, what'd you get? He's like, I got the new iPhone and got all the trimmings with it. He got the case and everything. Like, he was showing all the accessories he bought and everything.
That's funny.
And he was only in the queue to change the dollar bill for Porters.
What colour would you say better? Or white or red?
I would say white.
I don't think a white will stand out though.
I don't think the red will.
It will.
What colour's the background?
A luminous green.
Red doesn't do well against green. But
neither
then
does
again,
white.
white doesn't do well against that green either.
Exactly.
Probably blue would be best. Dark
Yeah,
blue.
but unfortunately, red and white don't make blue.
This is true. They make pink.
So we're gonna go. What we're gonna do? We're gonna go with what we have. Let's be
I
honest.
thought you had hundreds of colours in boxes.
You know how many fucking failed prints I've had?
You can't have used all of your filament yet.
I've used about 12 rolls.
God.
These things happen.
I can't remember who said. I think Mike, was it Mike or David that told us how many feet there were in a roll of a kilogram? But it were a lot. It were a couple of miles.
No, that was when I said 1 kilometer instead of kilogram. I think
Well,
when I
a
was,
kilometre is only
that day I was talking about filament, I said 1 kilometer instead of kilogram by accident.
yeah. A kilometre is point. What is it? 0.8 of a mile.
Yeah.
Yeah, 4/5. Yeah. No, that's not right. It's 2/3 of a mile, I think.
Detroit's
1 mile.
Detroit's
1
calling
mile.
for a 30% chance of rain on Monday, which is eclipse day.
1 mile is 1.609 kilometers.
What's the weather report down there, Justin? Are you gonna be able to see the eclipse?
I'm not entirely sure about that.
I don't think that's big on your list, is it?
I mean, I'll wouldn't mind going outside and looking at it.
All right, be an ignorant sod. Echo, how many miles in 1 kilometer?
1 kilometer is about 0.62 miles.
Yeah, 0.62 of a mile.
There you go. Watch this. This is a story I was talking about.
Number one.
There are those who try.
I'm buying $100,000 worth of iPhones.
Oh, 100,000.
$100,000.
That was
Correct.
way
I'm gonna
off.
Sell them all on eBay.
And those who try to buy.
I've been here since 6 o'clock this morning.
While Mark Rivillier spent the last 12 hours waiting in line for an iPhone at the AT&T store on Oaklawn in Dallas,
So how much would it cost to buy your position in the front of the line?
15 minutes before the 6 o'clock launch after others spent hours
We've been here since 12:30.
and hours
I'm in line for a friend.
waiting patiently.
I guess we're gonna water away from the cameras. How about that?
This woman rolled up with 16 grand in cash in hand and bought Mark's #1 spot in line for $800.
She gave me $800.
Money talks.
A worthwhile investment, she thought, because
I know somewhere on eBay, so it's all right.
yet when the doors finally opened,
I'm first.
yup, she was first. But maybe instead of stopping at the bank, she should have stopped to read the rules. Her plan to buy out the store? Sorry.
Can you buy more than one phone?
Unfortunately, we can only sell one per customer.
AT&T imposed a one phone per customer rule to make sure that there were enough to go around.
That's a serious package, folks. That is a serious package.
As for Mark and his $800 spot, turns out he didn't really need it. There were 3 people in his party and they only wanted to buy 2 phones.
Pleasure, we have a little signature leather case here.
So he's stocking up a phone with all the trimmings and the knowledge that there are some things
I don't think she was too happy with you. I don't think she was, and on top of that, she didn't get a free phone.
that money can't buy. Steve Noviello,
She got-
Wow.
It's funny.
Mike, are you sure you got those
Oh,
numbers
there's
right?
Donald.
1.75 millimeter from a
Look at
1
that.
kilogram spool.
Joe, take a look at Donald. I saw it. Oh,
It?
saw
I
the
saw
baby.
him.
Is that a baby girl?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yep, baby
Yep.
girl.
baby girl, you Melton. She's got everything.
Look at her papers open. Uh-oh.
How,
That was a quick nap.
how old is she, Donald?
2 months, he said.
Looks like
Yes,
2 or
couple
3.
months. Yeah, I know.
Well, isn't she supposed to be wrapped up with a little blankie?
Nah,
Remember
Fred Eagle and Grandpa's okay too.
Yeah, I was just going to say you don't need to call Donald Blanky.
Look like you're looking for something there, Mark.
No, that's how he reads the chat. His vision's really messed up. So he has to read the chat with a or what is it, a
Magnifying glass.
monocle.
magnifying glass, yeah. I was gonna say monocle, but it kind of looks like it when he uses it.
That's what it is, isn't it? It says it's a monocle
Actually, it's
or
pretty
a
close.
magnifying glass.
It is close to having it that close to me eye, yeah.
Good eyeballs. Her just waking up from her nap.
Oh yeah, you know she's comfortable.
This
Grandpa's
is
chest.
careful what you say to Mark. Did you see that? Clearly not.
Yeah.
That's a favorite position for babies.
Did you have
Yeah.
a good nap? You did.
Andrew, how do you
Yeah.
know
Yeah.
that's favorite position for babies? Have you asked?
That's the way he likes to sleep now.
Very funny, Paul. A friend of mine has kids of his own, so that's how I know.
You did.
So how is it down under?
Yeah, it's starting to get cold again. We're heading into our
You're heading into fall, right?
yeah. We're pretty much in it for about 2 weeks, I reckon. So we're still
Gotta
got
make up your mind.
So does it feel cool or cold? Yeah.
Right.
cooling down. It's not cold yet.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Dominic, but you've had all the summer for too long now. Hand it over,
Yeah.
pack it in.
Yeah.
Y'all can have the summer and keep it.
Yeah.
But it's like
I'd rather have
Oh,
winter year around
we
here.
changed
Shit.
position. You were comfortable. Yeah, I shouldn't have done that, huh?
No, you should.
Nope. Grandpa's chest is the most comfortable.
You're a
Grandpa
bad
moves
grandpa.
and- Grandpa moves. and we get fussy.
What's your nickname from the grandkids? Is it Papa, Peepaw? What is it?
I don't have one yet.
What does Donald
Old
want to be
dude.
called?
Old dude.
His nickname is Wah Wah. Because that's the only thing you want to say at the moment.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh.
wow.
What was that?
Yeah, she didn't like
What
that.
was that?
You
He's
don't have the
not
right
a-
kind of breast.
He's not a space cadet.
Oh, I got a hat. What is that?
I think Donald wants a cool nickname.
I don't care.
I think Donald's the
Well,
grandparent.
actually, it's not so much the
that tortures
grandparents.
the kid.
Well, it's not so much the grandparents that usually pick. It's actually the kids will do that.
Yeah, it's usually what they end up
Yeah.
working out.
Or it might be the parents will say, "You want to go see Papa," or they'll pick something and say it, and then the kids
Yeah.
will catch on to it.
Like when I was young, me and my brother used to call my dad's father Paul.
You mean your grandpa?
Yeah. Because otherwise, my mom's parents were grandma and grandpa. That's what we called them.
I call my grandpa and grandma Gramps and Grams.
Just so
I
you
didn't
can
call mine
set-
anything because they were dead before I got to know them.
Yep. They passed on before I was born.
I was really close with my grandparents on my dad's side, but my mom's side, I never really ever. I saw my grandpa quite a bit on my mom's side because he used to take me up in his plane quite a bit, but he lived in Arizona, so I didn't get to spend too much time with him. It was sporadic
was-
here and there.
I was close with mom's parents because we spent a lot of time out there during the
Yeah.
holidays every year.
My mom's
And we went out there at least 4 times a year.
my grandma on my mom's side, though, she faithfully sent me a birthday card every year till I was 18. But I hardly ever
$5
saw her. I would see her.
You drooled all over
No,
my
she always
chest.
sent me 20.
There you go.
But she and then when I hit 18,
Now
I
you
think
have to be
she
happy.
sent me like 200 or something for my
Have you
18th
thought about
birthday.
being happy yet?
No matter what mom said, grandma always sent me
Oh,
a
you're
card
still
every
waking
year,
up.
no matter what.
He'll be
But
happy.
I
when she
only
wakes
saw that my grandma on that side, on my mom's
will
side.
be
I only
happy.
saw her every few years. We'd go visit
Yeah. You can be happy.
because her and my grandpa on my mom's side weren't together anymore. So, but they lived in the same city. So they lived in Kingman, Arizona.
That makes it a lot easier.
Yeah, they both lived in Kingman, Arizona. Well, that was about a 4.5 hour drive to go to their house. So. But if my grandpa came and picked me up in his plane, it was only 45 minutes to get from the airport
Yeah.
to
45-minute flight versus 4 hours.
4.5
This is
hours
what
of
happened
driving,
before
yeah.
you fell asleep. Why she fell asleep the first time is she started eating and fell asleep.
And he had some nice small planes. He had all the Moonies. Those things were
You don't
like
want that.
Cadillacs of small
You don't want
four-seater
that.
planes. Really nice.
We'll do that.
Very comfortable
Hey,
planes to ride on.
With the
What,
secrets.
what kind of plane is it? Like a Cessna or?
No, it was a Mooney.
Piper Mooney.
And those are like the Cadillacs of small planes. Man, you get in them and all leather seats is really nice.
Oh no.
Oh, that sounds like something
Well,
Paul
at
would
least my
fly.
grandpa's were. My grandpa took very
No.
good pride in his planes. He had 2 Moonies
No grumpy.
for years, and he took a lot of pride in them.
No grumpy babies allowed here. No.
But he
Change my
owned
diaper. Change my diaper.
he owned an
And that's
aircraft
that's a
company.
diaper squeal there, Donald.
That's a let me go.
If there's a diaper change needed, she goes back to her mama.
Why?
When-
Grandpa can do it.
I could if I had to, but I don't have to. His mama's right there.
The third diaper change I had with my granddaughter. As soon as
Somebody
I moved the
clip that.
diaper,
In 18 years' time, we're
kinda
going to send it to her.
hit me right here,
Yeah.
went
Oh,
up the wall, everything.
Thomas peed in
Got the
Sarah's
wall,
mouth
huh?
one time when she went to
He
change his
got me,
diaper.
got the wall, and said, "What the hell are you feeding her?"
Got it right in her fucking mouth. I was like, oh. I was always
Oh, my
careful when I would
goodness.
change. When I would change
Oh, my
Thomas, I
goodness,
was
my
always
baby.
careful. I'd hold the
Hi,
diaper over,
what are you doing up there?
and I would switch it out as quick as possible. Boom, right over.
You go back over
You
here
kept-
inside. There you
There's a trick. You get a wet
Justin-
wipe and you
Oh,
rub it
we're
on
going-
their stomach
we're
so they
just
pee
doing-
right away.
Justin did it the smart way. He kept it covered.
Yeah, but there's always that possibility that you could still get it. I said there was one day Sarah was changing Thomas's
You don't have
diaper
to
and
be
he
tough.
got pee right in her mouth.
Gotcha.
Just shot her right in the face. I was like, oh my God.
Bullseye.
What did she say about that, Justin?
I don't remember exactly what she said,
You-
but I know she was
Wasn't
not-
nice.
wasn't
When
happy.
it when it
Wasn't
happened,
happy
you
with
were
it.
when it happened. Justin was sitting off the side, like Justin was laughing a little bit.
I did so many freaking diaper changes back in the day with 3 kids. Oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
So many.
Well, you can always repeat that because aren't you guys talking about having another one?
No.
Huh?
Nope.
Yeah,
Sarah
that's
was
what
pregnant.
we've been told.
That's what we were told. Yeah.
But
Sarah
Sarah
gets-
was pregnant.
No, if Sarah was on the panel right now, or if she's watching and now she's seeing that baby, she gets that baby fever.
Yeah.
That's a
Exactly.
lot, Donna. She loves, because Sarah loves babies. Every time she sees one, she just melts.
She just doesn't want to take care of one.
Yeah, wait till
Oh,
Justin.
she don't mind her
gets
taking
on,
care
Justin.
of one. She just doesn't want to have one.
There were a few couples my parents were close with that worked for my dad, and the wives were like, "Give me the baby." When one of them had the first baby, it's like, "Give me." And then they were like, "Pass the baby."
Nah. I don't want to be dealing with kids in my 50s, like little kids. I'd rather be
Justin, you
what-
need one of these. You
Try
need one of
his
these
late
little ones. Look
60s.
at that, Justin.
Yeah.
Sarah.
Donald, wasn't it Al Pacino that had a baby at was it?
Well, it was
70?
him and Robert De Niro both just had kids recently,
Mhm.
and they're in their
Yeah.
80s.
In their 80s.
80s.
I
Well,
don't
they
even know
both
how
did
they're
it.
still. I don't know how either one of them are still shooting anything.
Oh, they weren't. It was somebody else and they don't know it.
That's the thing, though. It's like
It was
you're
a
already
gardener.
you're already in your 80s. You're almost guaranteed you're probably not going to see your kids even graduate.
Yeah, when you,
Like,
shoot,
I'm
when
not
you're that
saying
old,
they-
you got
Graduate. They're not even going to see him start school.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
the only
right.
thing is Sarah's got a second chance because your daughter could get pregnant and have a baby.
Oh hell no!
Huh?
I'll fucking kill somebody. But Donald, cover up the baby's ears.
hey, Justin, when you're as old as De Niro and what you call it,
Oh,
Pacino,
no.
Yeah,
you got to
De
hold
Niro.
them upside down and drop it in.
Hey, Justin, ask Kelsey what if she's got any baby names picked out.
No, Kelsey is actually very responsible. She was actually talking to a boy at work or at school and
Oh,
found out
she's
he's
talking to a boy at school
he
about
found
it.
out that he is dabbling in marijuana and she told him to piss off.
Oh, okay.
Kelsey is very responsible.
You just need to.
I don't have to worry
Well,
about
what are you
that.
gonna do when she gets
If it
pregnant?
cries, I stick a bottle in its
She
face.
better not. I'll kill somebody.
Unless she's been
Fuck
married.
around
for
and find out. I'm
years.
serious.
I know the smell of
No.
marijuana.
She is allowed to get pregnant
Well,
after
if you
she's
don't-
married.
If you're not hungry,
I only know the smell because where I used to walk the dog at the park, somebody like a high schooler used to go over there and
You think
smoke
she's sleeping?
marijuana in the bushes.
she's been sleeping.
Shit, I was smoking weed in high school. I know what it smells like. I can smell it every time I walk into Walmart and I pass somebody.
You got gas bubble? My.
Well, Justin, how old is
those
Kelsey?
is bouncing tap.
16.
Well, right in the ballpark.
Nope. I have strictly told my kids that you are better off going out, getting a career, getting married, and then have kids. You tend to be more successful
Yeah,
that
but
way.
life doesn't always follow that track.
No, but if you set that as a guideline
Expectation.
for him, look at Kelsey. She's just very responsible. She didn't want to talk to a boy because of that. She just doesn't want to.
Depends
no.
on how you define success, Justin.
Yeah.
Donald's gonna.
Yeah, some people, if they have fantastic orgasms, that's a success.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
This is going off the rails.
I had a success twice before noon today.
Yeah.
We're not talking about what you do with fisheye.
Yeah, no. Crusty old sock.
So Donald, have you given any more
think you're just
thought
sleepy.
to
That's what
doing
your
any
mama said.
segments with fisheye?
That's what your mama said. Is your mama crazy? Is your mama full of crap? Is your diaper full of crap?
I have no idea, Dusty.
I'm pretty sure if it is full of crap, she does not appreciate you slapping her on it.
Dusty, I'm not sure either. Why?
Well, I can guarantee you, Donald, he's not wearing a Boston cream.
In the floor in there, which I took here.
Dominic, which one is that?
Vegemite.
Vegemite. Okay.
You only ever see Vegemite now.
Did I have to just change positions with you? Did I? I know. Yeah. I know. We just changed
Man, I do not miss the days of being up all night.
We just changed positions.
Oh, who's it in here with a frying pan?
No, that was Big Brother. Yeah, it was Big
Oh
Brother.
my God, he hit her with a frying pan.
Dominic, is that comfortable with Kitty on your shoulder?
Yeah.
No, that was Big Brother. She's doing
What's up,
just
Randy?
fine. She wanted to change a position.
What, she hit Big Brother on the with a frying pan?
No, he started messing with the stuff from the poker and stuff by the fireplace and knocked it over, and it startled him.
Mad props. Donald has his friends.
Hey, it's
Your brother's
grandbaby,
crying. Is that funny? Is it funny when your big brother cries?
Yeah, no, he started attacking.
Just the way Mark said that, though. He was like, oh my God, he hit him with a frying pan.
Donald, we have mad props in the chat.
Hey, Randy.
Hey, Mad Props.
Hi, Randy.
Randy, what's up?
Mad Prop said, Donald, stop scaring the baby. LOL.
Yeah.
I don't take much to startle a kid at that age.
Mm.
Yeah.
come in there with a Halloween mask, you'll run a whole group of them out of the
Oh.
house.
You mean the hockey mask?
Oh, dude, my kids were I had a Guy Fawkes mask for like the longest time, and my kids were terrified of it when they were little. Oh my
Where's
god.
doing good? Where's doing
Guy
good?
Fawkes, Guy Fawkes had red cheeks and a brown nose.
Yeah.
He did over here anyway.
Oh my goodness.
And then they used to put him on top of a bonfire and set fire to him.
That's
Hold on, check this out. She looks like Dominic.
no, Dusty. We had a rule that the stream was over 18 inches, but we felt bad for you, so we changed it. It's not the age. It was height.
It's not a stinky one.
Yeah, that's why we don't allow
It doesn't. I'm guessing just see if
Just
anything.
wait for it. I'm gonna come back in the chat.
You want to get dry butt? Or just have your butt checked? I'm guaranteed there's something in there. It's been a while. It's been a while.
Usually all you have to do is smell.
Dominic looks confused.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! I wasn't supposed to set her down, was I?
Yeah, that's a full diaper.
I wasn't supposed to set her down, was I? Oh no!
If you're
Oh,
gonna
no.
change a nappy, Don, please turn the camera off.
Yeah.
I told you it wasn't. If it was anything, it was just a wet one. If anything,
Oh,
it was just a wet
man.
one.
Mad props.
That fucking sucks, bro.
Yeah.
That's why
it-
I'll be honest with you. That's
know.
why I don't like buying TVs
I talk to you while your mom and get your butt clean.
and
Make the butt
monitors.
Good point.
I don't like
Uh,
buying shit like that offline.
Mad props. Where did you get the monitor from?
And we just talk about it.
I think he bought it from Dale.
Yeah.
He can return it, but it's the fact now that he's gonna have to return it. Wait for another one.
Wait.
Hope that one's not
Oh, wait.
damaged.
Just don't need to be jerk.
But see, that's why I don't like buying TVs and monitors online. I'll actually go in the store if
Yeah.
I'm buying a TV and I'll open it up right there in the store. And if it's not broke, then we'll go ahead and cash it out. Boom, go home. But if it's broken, I'm gonna immediately tell them, hey, the screen's broke. We need to get another one. Because
Well,
the amount when I worked in Walmart at the electronics department, the amount of broken
Oh.
TVs that would come off those trucks, and the bigger the TV, the worse, the more chance you are that
Yeah.
the screen was broke.
Obviously.
I always go to Best Buy, and if the seal's not broken, I just get it.
That's what I'm saying. It's better when you can open them up and actually look at them.
Nothing beats when you're working in a warehouse and the lorry pulls up on the back door.
Add more water.
You open the back door
What are they gonna
and
absorb?
straight away you see that big pallet full of TVs, and on top of it is a pallet full of tins of beans. Well, that's into them TVs.
I'm supposed to use that first. It's the bag.
Yeah, it's still good.
So Justin, did you watch?
Mad props. Go on Amazon chat. Issue. Do a return and see if they'll give you a refund, depending on how long you had it.
It's only just arrived.
I've had this TV 3 fucking minutes. Can I have a refund?
I thought we had another roast in there. I didn't.
Wasn't much meat left.
But unfortunately, he's gonna have to send it back. They're gonna have to refund him, and he's gonna have to order another one if he wants to go that
That's the
route.
only thing I hate about
By the
fucking
time
online
it's all
shopping.
said and done, that's a week and a half right there. And bullshit. And then the refund's got to even be accepted before he even can do it.
They shouldn't have to refund it. They should be able to just replace it.
Here we go.
No, they would not
If
something
it's-
like that. They're
if
gonna
it's
want it back.
damaged.
Bye, Donald.
If it's damaged, the rules say it can be replaced.
Oh, unless it's a
Is there a
Walmart
happy girl?
item
Is there a
that
happy
directly
girl?
from Amazon. Or if it's an
do it.
Amazon item that's directly
We
sold
need
from
a happy
Amazon,
date.
sometimes they'll do that. But 99% of shit isn't sold by Amazon itself anymore. It's all third parties.
Yeah. Fucking crap.
Well, Amazon don't use UPS,
Yes, they do.
Yeah, they do. Over here, they do.
do they? All right.
Because the post office will only ship such large boxes.
Yeah.
They refuse to
No,
ship anything big.
Amazon have their own delivery vans here.
Oh, they
Yeah.
do here, but you got to remember the amount of packages the U.S. moves
Mark,
every day.
You can with Amazon, they use Yodel, DPD, Every, and Royal Mail, as well as their own. Mostly their own, but a lot of stuff that's coming like local will come through Royal Mail, and then further afield, it's normally one of the couriers.
I mean, 90% of the time, Amazon vans will deliver shit, but the amount of packet.
I've got accounts with all of them, so.
I mean, you got to think.
Mad
amount of
props. I hope they don't throw it over a fence.
Like I said, what
That's
I
it.
would do is if you can swing it, return it, do all that while you're waiting for the money, and just either go to Walmart or Best Buy and find a monitor. Walmart's got actually a pretty decent selection of monitors.
I'd
And
say.
so
What
does
about the
Best
open
Buy.
box, Justin?
Best
I'd
Buy
say
or Walmart.
I'd say Walmart or Best Buy have the most selection of monitors.
Walmart actually has a decent selection. Now, I've went in there and looked at their monitors. They have a good selection in there. They have them all the way up to 240 down to 75 hertz
Yeah.
in different sizes.
This week's affiliate link from Justin is Walmart.
It's Walmart.
Well,
Walmart all night.
Well, I'm saying if he goes to Walmart or Best Buy, he'll be able to open it up and check it when he leaves. So.
What? Why did you fall out with Amazon open box? What happened?
Mad props. Just put in bold letters. Fragile.
That don't mean anything.
It
They're
don't
more
matter
likely
what
to
you
kick
write.
the.
That's more like a Target sign, isn't it?
Yeah.
Or is
Yeah.
that more of an invitation to be rough with it?
It's a bit late to put fragile on it when you're sending it back.
Yeah.
Mad props. Just spend the extra time. Go to Best Buy.
That, like I said, that's if he can swing, because if you're going to do that, you're going to have to put another $200-300 out of pocket in order to go get it while you're waiting for your money to get returned. So that's why I said if you can swing it, go do that. If not, he's going to have to go through the whole return process and wait.
Or you could order it from Best Buy and have it delivered to your house.
Still the same problem, though.
Well, then go check out Best Buy, Randy, if you have one near you.
Because part of the time when I look at TVs, I start with Best Buy and go from there.
And pay for it by PayPal so you can pay in three monthly installments.
Done.
The amount of times that companies have tried to sign me up to that fucking thing.
Donald.
What?
Paying 3 months. It's off.
David.
Oh
see
no,
what-
PayPal have it as one of their options of paying.
Yeah. You can
So
do
you
it
can
over
go on,
4
you
here.
can go on PayPal, and if it's more than £30, you can pay it. PayPal will pay it outright, and you pay PayPal back in 3 monthly
Yeah, well,
installments.
I don't do that because I'd rather just pay it all in one. So
David,
if I haven't
take a
got the
look-
money for it, I ain't buying it.
Just look at the chat, David. At my
Yeah,
bulk-
but you can have money for something.
Donald's
still.
comment.
I know
Yeah.
I've got enough to pay for a third of it every month, but I
Well,
don't
it's
like
not-
the idea of paying a full amount in one go.
Well, it's not even just that, is you can actually improve your credit by doing that. You know what I'm saying? Like if you,
I cannot improve my credit.
well, I'm saying if you have a
Yes,
medium
you
or a
can.
low credit score and you get approved, that's a
no,
good thing to do.
Andrew, I can't.
What
Is
are you
There's
at?
always a
Scale,
way.
I'm guessing.
No, either that or he's already at the top credit you can get. The credit or what his credit score is probably the highest it goes.
No, it's probably the lowest it goes.
Well,
I got
okay.
mine almost up to a 600 finally. I did a bunch of credit repair stuff a few months, about 6 or 8 months ago. Got my credit back up to
Matt,
where it needs to be.
Oh,
you know what made me laugh? You know what made me
I
laugh?
got screwed over by the X,
What?
and I'm still trying to get back online.
Mad Props, just go on to Best Buy's website, see if they have something you're interested in, and see how long it would take to get to you. Or copy it and search Walmart's website, see if they have the same thing.
Well, Walmart's website, well, I don't know about Best Buy because I don't ever shop there. I
Because
think
sometimes Walmart and Best Buy have the same product.
if you're going to get computer components, that's the place to go to is Best Buy. But other than that, their selection kind of
'Cause,
sucks.
Right? Because
Well, well,
around
Bangor-
here, the biggest place to get
Yeah, but he just said in the
TVs,
chat he
computer
don't have.
monitors is Best Buy.
Yeah, but he just said in the chat he don't have time to do that. All that. And Best Buys are far and few in between too, where
Yeah.
a lot of places, Walmart's always within 5 miles of you, so you can make a quick trip there. We have 2 Walmarts in my
Right,
town
Andrew,
that are 10
every
miles
time you
apart from
say
each other.
Best Buy, you have to give Paul $20.
I've shopped at Best Buy quite
Every
a
time
bit.
you say Walmart, you have to give Paul $20.
Yeah,
Is that
come
the
over
deal?
here and force that. We'll see how long
see.
that lasts.
Best Buy's about 12 miles. Walmart's about 2.
See, we don't have a Best Buy in my city. Surprisingly, the nearest one is like probably about 25 miles away.
I don't think we've got a Best Buy in our country.
We don't
But
have
we
one.
have-
Yes, we
don't have
do.
Walmart.
It's
there
the Best
is
Buy that they have in America.
Mark, isn't there an equivalent to a Best Buy over there?
Possibly.
Yeah.
Our equivalent is JB Hi-Fi.
Yeah. And
We've got Amazon.
if you
We've
go
got
into the
Amazon, we've
local
got
stores like
Argos.
Nissa and stuff, they sell Best Buy stuff.
Curry's. We've got plenty of electronics shops.
We haven't.
We don't really
Not since
anymore.
Maplin
We used to have a lot of chains of electronic
Yeah.
stores. Remember Circuit City?
Maplin were electronic components more than anything else.
No,
You
they
used to
sold
have Comp
everything.
USA.
Yeah, I
Justin, do you
know,
remember
but the
Comp
main
USA?
thing was components.
I've never been in one, but I know of it. Yeah,
I used to
I
buy
knew of it.
all my diodes and resistors and everything else from and capacitors
Yeah,
from
they
Maplin.
had
Radio Shack was our ones
Yeah.
that used
Oh,
to
Radio
sell all
Shack.
that.
I've
That's-
got a Radio Shack.
That
Yeah,
was
we-
our
we-
Maplin.
Tandy, which became
No, that was
Hogan.
Tandy.
yeah.
We had Radio Shack was Tandy in the UK.
Yep, Tandy over here, and then they became Kogan over here.
No,
Like-
if
10 years ago, I got a phone from Radio Shack.
we had
Yeah.
Radio Shack, and then Radio Shack's dumbasses, instead of staying in the business they were in because they were a very niche market and they had it cornered. And then instead they decided, oh, we're going to go to sell nothing but cell phones. Bullshit. And
Yep.
they tried to compete with all these cell phone companies and ended up tanking their damn company. If they would have stayed in selling resistors and all that different things, they probably would still be open. Because that was the only place you could go find shit like that.
There is
Yeah.
still a chain called Tandy in America.
I've never even
Well,
heard of that
You
chain.
need a specific. I need a specific capacitor. I'm going to
But
go
they
to
sell-
Radio Shack.
They sell leather.
Any electronic connections? I'm going to Radio Shack.
Yeah, they had the Radio Shack had that market cornered.
Is Radio Shack going to come back at all?
No.
Yeah.
I
Even
mean, I'm
Sheldon went to
sure
Radio Shack.
there are companies out there that will buy the rights to those iconic names just in case they ever decide to try to revive them, but I doubt Radio Shack will ever come back.
Like
You'd have to have
someone's
a
trying to-
you'd have
someone's
to have
Radio
trying to
Shack
bring
and Tandy
back
were the
Toys
same
R Us.
company.
Someone's
R Us
working
is
to
up.
bring back Toys R Us.
Toys R Us is never going to come back as a box store. They're online only now. But I doubt they'll
Anyway.
ever come back. They couldn't compete with any of the other major
Because,
retailers.
A few of the
You go-
Christmas tree stores were going to become Toys R Us.
You could go to Toys R Us and get a Lego set and then go to Walmart and find the same exact Lego set for $25 cheaper. That was the problem they had, is they couldn't compete with the Walmart and Amazon.
Anyway, what
On
do
the
you mean
prices.
you've never heard of Tandy?
I've never heard of Tandy.
Candy? No, we've all heard of Candy.
You go and buy a computer from Radio Shack, and the original computers were the Tandy TRS-80.
Oh, well,
What?
they weren't called Tandys, though. They were called Radio Shack.
No, Radio Shack and Tandy are the same company.
We didn't. I'm telling you, I never saw any stores over here named Tandy.
Yeah,
They were
Tandy
all Radio
was
Shacks.
Donald. Tandy was not over here, correct?
I don't know. I never saw one growing up.
But
That
there
don't mean-
is still
I don't remember Tandy.
there is still a business in America called Tandy, but they deal in leather.
Yep.
But like I said, Radio Shack's main problem is they went to when they went to sell cell phones, that completely fucked their whole business over.
Mad Props, they also Bed Bath & Beyond also carried too much inventory at a time. Every time I walked into Bed Bath & Beyond, it was always wall to wall to wall, full of everything.
Well, actually, their towel walls were actually a big misconception. It was just one towel that was folded around 3 loops to make it look like a stack of towels.
Yeah, I agree with that. Hello, Dre.
Dre, what's up?
Hi, Dre.
What's up?
What's
Yeah. I've never heard of Tandy.
Well, you're younger than me, though, too. So.
I remember Comp USA.
Oh, what's the one that?
Is that-
Well, that's the problem too. Yeah, Mad Props with the whole branching out to online. If companies weren't doing that at least 10 years ago, that really hurt their businesses.
Too late.
Yep.
Yeah,
To be honest, Walmart should have got in a few years earlier than they did. They just were lucky.
yeah, they
enough
held
to
off.
have they were just lucky enough to have enough money to invest very quickly into it.
And infrastructure.
Yeah, exactly. They were one of the only retailers that was operating in the green and had billions of dollars to play with.
And had their own delivery network already in place.
Distribution and all that, yeah. But if they wouldn't have gone into it when they did, if they would have waited another year or two, Walmart probably would have got hit pretty hard.
Oh, yeah.
And what's funny is, Walmart actually got offered to buy Amazon back in like the early 2000s for like, I think it was like a couple $100 million, and they didn't think Amazon was going to be all that. They're like, oh, nope. It turned out that's their biggest competitor now.
Yeah, but Amazon's
I thought it
now
was gonna be a big deal.
Do what?
Amazon's failing.
Not necessarily.
No,
Not
it
over
is.
here. Not over here, they're not.
No, it is failing. That's why they're now shoving adverts and putting up prices on the Prime and everything, because they know what's coming down the road. People have started clocking on the stuff that they buy on Amazon now is Chinese crap. You'd be better off buying from fucking Temu and Wish.
David, think of the size of Walmart and Amazon. Amazon's bigger.
It doesn't matter. Any company can fail. The problem with Amazon is it's now getting a bad reputation. That's why you look what the Amazon sell, it's nothing compared to what they do in the data storage and in their other stuff. That's where their money is. It's not in the sales
They say
anymore.
their money's in data. Their money is in the data storage and services.
Yeah.
Like photos and that, right?
No,
storage of photos.
Hosting websites, hosting anything, large data systems, website.
You look, when Amazon website goes down, look how many companies go down with it.
Yeah.
That's where their bread and butter is now. They're not interested in your your piddly $1.99 sale. They're not interested. If you'd rather get rid of that now and stick with the data, because that's where all their money is.
Yeah.
We know
Yeah,
where
but the-
David's money is. The 3-year
I mean,
printer.
that might be the case, but they're still making money off of selling online products.
Not, they're making a loss selling online. And the biggest loss they're making is in storage of that stuff. Yeah, because we've noticed now that a lot of Amazon warehouses over here that used to be proper big warehouses are being shut down and turned into data centers.
Yeah, but you're trying to compare two markets that are vastly different.
The
U.S.
yeah,
market
they're-
is gigantic compared to your guys' market.
It is,
David,
but
they're two.
Amazon are
They're,
struggling with the
they're
sales.
they're two different entities altogether.
No, they're not. They are exactly the same. The US
Yeah.
market and the UK market and the world market. But the sales in Amazon are falling vastly, very fast. The sales in the Amazon Prime, you watch the one of the big things Amazon lost out on, and this is why they started whacking up the Prime and putting adverts in, is they lost out on the sports deal over here. That was the biggest earner in TV revenue, the Premier League. Now they've lost it. Gone.
Paul, you have a question from Jody.
Yeah.
What?
And no, he has not.
Have you
He's
flown a
asking
ship
if you
with the
flew a
Inspire
ship.
yet?
Have I done what?
Have you flown the ship? Have you flown a ship with the Inspire?
No.
No, he hasn't even put it back in the air since yesterday, have you?
No, I haven't flown it since yesterday.
It's been foggy today.
Nice day.
I'm curious, how long usually does it take to charge one of those batteries for the Inspire?
Drink some water.
Oh, quite a while.
Mom.
Couple, 3 hours.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, they're cool. Drink some water.
Did you get the panorama to work?
No,
Paul? No?
it doesn't. It doesn't work. It's not capable of panoramic. The wheel that's over here doesn't pan it. What it does is it changes the ISO and stuff.
So actually, Amazon as a whole is actually up 14% this quarter from 170 billion of last year's fourth quarter of 149.2.
Yes, but it's all in data.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, but that's
That's a company as a
to
whole.
Amazon, their piddly sales now is just a side hustle. It means jack shit to them. They don't care. If you buy something off Amazon and kick up enough fuss, they'll just say, keep the darn shit and give you your money back because they're not interested. Yeah.
Well,
and they're making a loss on it through storage. If you go to any Amazon warehouse and look in the bins, how much crap that hasn't been sold just gets dumped. That is their biggest problem. And they know that. That's why they've gone into doing away with their sales and aiming more at the other services. They'll always do sales, but the sales compared to other retailers is dropping.
Yeah, but companies will lose money to make money. That's the whole point. Walmart does it all the time. 70% of Walmart's income in a store is from their grocery department. Most of the other departments are only in there for convenience to the customer. They don't really make, if you go look at the actual sales profit on like some even high ticket items, it's only a few dollars per item.
Yeah, but a lot of Walmarts, other departments, like you said, what they call impulse buys. You'll go in there. You're not going in for that. You're going in for, your groceries. But you think, oh, well, I'm here. I might as well buy that pan I wanted, or might as well buy that TV I wanted. That's what they're doing. Amazon is different. Even Amazon have closed down the shops over here.
Jody has a suggestion for you, Paul.
What's that?
Hold
What's
your
up, Dan?
finger and drag
Jody?
on the screen.
That does work on the fly up on some of the newer drones. I don't know about the older
It
ones.
doesn't work on the
Yeah,
original Inspire
it's-
1.
And then he says, then you can set the C1 and C2 buttons on the back of the controller.
What he's telling you is pretty much that way you can flip the camera 360.
Or set the wheels to do
Yeah.
what they want,
Now,
what you want.
yeah, you can reprogram the wheels. So
Yeah.
David, you're saying that Amazon, the section that sells stuff, doesn't make any money, but everything else does, like the data.
The data is where the money is.
You think they're going to close? You think they're going to close down the sales?
No, they won't close it down. It's a side hustle. That's the point. Yeah, but they're not interested in it as much as they are as in the data. Yeah.
Are they going to keep the river?
When it gets to
Are
a
they going to keep the
point-
river open?
When
But
it gets
that's
to a point where the sales have dropped so much that they're not making anything, that's when they'll go, get rid.
But that's the
David?
thing is. Oh, go ahead.
Do you think they're going to leave the river open?
No. They're going to leave
Oh, they'll
that
close it down.
boat, the bridge there.
I mean, it was the same strategy that they had when they first started Amazon before the whole Prime thing, right? Amazon was losing a couple $1 billion a year in shipping costs, but in turn, they were moving $20-30 billion in product. It was losing a little bit, but it was making them money at the same time. You could lose a couple billion in shipping costs to move $30 billion in profit of product and make a profit off of it. Walmart did the same thing when they killed Kmart. They undercut the shit out of Kmart for a long period of time. They were kind of losing money at the beginning.
Kmart still exists
And
here.
then when Kmart couldn't compete with them, started shutting stores and shit down, then what did Walmart do? Let's bring our prices up to where they need to be.
Kmart is out of
almost
business in the United States, at least, right?
Yeah, but that's what I'm
We
saying.
have a
Once
Kmart here, so
once Kmart just pretty much fell by the wayside, then Walmart could bring their prices up to where they need to be. But at the time, they were losing money to kill another business to make money.
Because
Companies do it all the time.
Because the old Kmart here is where they used to have the COVID shots, where they had their little, you go through the line and get your shots for the COVID.
Because that was the whole reason they came out with Prime, was to start covering some of that shipping costs that was causing them to ship all that free shit at 2-day shipping for people. Then they were like, well, we'll need to cover a little bit of the cost. So once Amazon got caught on, everybody started shopping on there and they had a huge customer base. And oh, boom, now we're going to charge you for 2-day shipping. And we're going to charge you $12 or $14 a month, whatever the hell the cost of Amazon Prime is.
Paul needs to pull his number out of the chat.
Yeah, I was just going to say, Jody, have you written that number down so it can be deleted?
I'll just put it in the private chat. Go ahead and delete it, Jody. Oh, never mind. That was Paul that put that in there. Fuck, I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah.
Paul
Jody's
don't give
not
a
in
shit.
private chat.
Paul freaking he does that all the time.
Paul
Puts his
overshares.
personal. Yeah, he likes to dox himself.
He's put a YouTube video link in for Paul to watch.
Jody's been here before, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I would
been
think
in
so
chat,
because he knows
but
we're
it's-
talking. He knows we're
it's-
talking to Paul, right?
It's been a while. I think it's been a while since Drone Shots has been on panel.
Couple of, about
That was
6
a
months.
smart ass remark, Andrew.
Jody's
That was
on all the time.
What?
Talking Frank.
Jody's on what time?
Jody's on all the time talking to Frank.
Oh, I know. I said he's been here before, right? He knows who he's talking to.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, just remap the buttons on your controller.
Yeah. That's easily done.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Took me 30 minutes to explain to him how to show him how to call somebody on Messenger. Jody was all talking about remapping buttons on his controller.
It is easy. It's in the control menu on the on the remote, on the Fly app, which he's not using.
I could say it's easy to turn my phone on, but that don't mean Paul can do it. Love you,
Very
Paul.
true.
Well, it's taken me at least 2 hours to teach my uncle over the last several months how to use an iPad, and he's not very techy.
That's like Sean was telling me he drove like an hour or two or whatever to his mom's house just to plug in her a Roku for her. I said, "Oh Jesus."
It sounds like we have guests coming for dinner, and it sounds like they are arriving. So I'm going to.
You're gonna go meet
sign
them
off.
on the veranda?
Yes.
Put your monocle on and
So
go out to the veranda.
So Donald,
I'm
are
gonna
you
go kiss my
cooking-
wife on the veranda, unless she makes me
Are
just
you-
kiss her on the lips like usual.
So are you cooking like shrimp scampi or something?
Do what?
Are you cooking shrimp scampi or something for dinner?
Nope, just spaghetti.
Nice.
Ah, sounds delicious.
Plain old spaghetti.
That sounds tasty.
Joey, you're better off calling him on the phone.
That gives me
Well,
an idea.
Spaghetti's
Now
not
I
all that.
want spaghetti.
Let's put some form of sauce with it.
Yeah.
What did you
Spaghetti
think we
with meat
were
sauce.
eating? What do you think spaghetti was over here? Just noodles?
Yeah.
Well, that's all spaghetti. Spaghetti is just
Just
a form
noodles.
of pasta.
Spaghetti, tomato sauce, and meatball.
There you
If you
go.
want then
Bolognese.
it's a bolognese sauce you're adding to spaghetti.
Oh
Yeah,
God,
bolognese
dude!
sauce.
Now you're just breaking it down, trying to be all fancy.
No, spaghetti. is
Spaghetti with bolognese sauce is
nothing
delicious.
else.
What did Dominic? What did the Italians in America call it? Gravy?
Yeah.
They call the spaghetti sauce gravy.
Yep. That's wrong.
Red gravy.
It's
Yeah,
a
they
sauce.
call it.
Gravy's brown.
Yeah, but if you actually heard any like real legit Italian Americans, they will say gravy. They call spaghetti sauce gravy.
All right, the
But
Indians,
actual Italians don't. Like
the
ones from
Indians
Italy.
call curry sauce gravy, but it's not.
What's up, Jim?
Jim. No, we never leave, Jim. We're always here.
Yeah, we've been here since this morning. We've
Yeah.
just been private chatting in between.
What's up, Jim?
You should just leave it on.
Speaking of people who don't know how to fly drones, what's up, Jim?
Yeah.
Going by what Matt said. Okay.
We should get Matt to fly his drone again. David, what is it? Laura calls it.
Something
Bolognese.
in,
The small channel.
Tiny channel.
Yeah, tiny channel.
Hello, Matt, if you're watching.
Actually,
He'll
Matt
be in
might be
bed,
watching.
Maybe at work.
He'll be watching it from his bed, I reckon.
What time is it there? He don't get up till like
It-
10 or 11.
It would be 8:45.
Oh yeah, he's probably not up yet. Although no, I think didn't he say he switched his day? Doesn't he have like Fridays and Saturdays off now? Something
I
like
can't
that. He used to
remember.
have Saturday and Sundays, I think.
I don't know.
Yeah,
But
same
yeah,
as-
he usually doesn't get up till like at least 11 because he works at like 12
Yeah.
or 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
Do you guys think this is copyright?
He doesn't set off for work until he gets a message from the other driver of the wagon to tell him he's arriving at the depot.
Right. Can you see that?
I'm close to it.
Guys, can you see that them cockatiels?
Yeah.
Right? That's a guy that uploaded them and is making money from them since 2022.
Yeah.
That is my design from 2012.
Hmm.
Well,
It's
can you
close.
prove that though?
Yeah, he's dated there. 2nd of January 2012. That's when Quavers died. That was her logo for the rescue that I
And
did.
you didn't get that off of any kind of like
Nope.
site or
I
anything?
designed that.
Well, then I guess it would be if you can prove that it's yours.
But you didn't copyright it.
Well, I didn't
Yeah.
copyright it. It's my design. It's-
Yeah, but you still have to have
Yeah.
some kind of paperwork on it saying it was yours. Can't just say it's mine.
well, I can because it is mine. I've got proof. It's there on Facebook. You can't change the date. It was posted.
Yeah, but
The
who's to
second,
say he didn't have it before you and you took it from him? That's the way they're gonna look at it.
Deal.
Yeah, but he posted it in 2022. Right? You can even see. Look, I put the Quavers symbol. You know, the crisp in it, and because the feet are not there, because I use the crisp as the feet. What he's done is he's moved it.
What the hell's Quavers?
That was the name of our bird.
It's a corn snap as well.
It's a crisp. It's a crisp. Now, when we took the bird in, we didn't have a name for her, and the first thing she did was open a packet of Laura's Quavers crisps, and that's where her name came from.
Yeah, I still don't think you'd have
It's
any
also
kind of.
a form of musical note. But
Yeah, I don't know if you'd have a case there, to be honest, without some kind of copyright or something on it.
Well, I've emailed them. Emailed.
You need paperwork. You need more paperwork to prove.
Yeah, I've emailed
beyond
Colts.
shadow of a doubt that's yours.
Yeah, well, like I said, I've emailed Colts, and I'm not asking them to take it down. I've asked them to make sure that it can't be used commercially for making money. Yeah, people want to use it for free, fine, but no one should be making money from it.
Now, is that Quavers logo? Is that the actual logo of the crisps?
No,
Okay.
it's a cockatiel design that I'm more concerned about because I designed it. It took me forever to make that.
I don't know. We'll see.
And
See what he said.
I use Microsoft Paint to make that.
Oh, back in the day.
Back in the day.
And it is possible
Oh, why are you
he's
so
not
thirsty?
using. It's possible he didn't get it from you and is using it. It's possible a company grabbed it off the internet and is saying it's theirs. And he got it off some company's website.
Well, he's
You know what I'm
he's
saying?
using it as a stencil. He's designed it, swapped it, rotated one, and just using it as a stencil, and selling it as a stencil online.
Well, like I said, though, it's possible he got it from a company too. Maybe thought he bought the rights of it from some company that stole it off of Google Images at some point and said it was theirs. I mean, it's hard to
Well,
say.
if he can prove that, then I'll go after them, won't I?
Yeah.
But like I said, a post doesn't really prove anything, neither. I mean,
Well, it proves it wasn't his.
yeah, but it doesn't really prove it's yours either.
Well,
Unless you have the actual file from it stored
yeah,
somewhere.
of course I've got the file. It's on my computer.
I mean, it's hard
But
to say,
you-
dude. I mean, without copyrights, dude, the people still shit over
Mm-hmm.
here all the time, and they'll try to take it to court and say it's copyrighted, and they'll be like, no, well, you didn't
Because
file for it.
David,
And they
copyright
lose
is
the cases all the time over that.
Well, like I said, I'm not interested.
Copyright is tricky and difficult to prove.
Well, what are you
Well-
gonna do? What if he messages back and tells you pissed off?
No,
Then what
it's
are you
not.
gonna do?
I've not messaged the person that's got it up. I've messaged the company, Colts, the website hosting it, and said,
Yeah.
just want to make sure that, well, it's on their site, it's free. Yeah. No one should make money from it.
David, Mad Props just put in the chat, you know what Diddy had for dinner tonight?
Cockatoo.
A cockatoo.
Fucking.
Yeah, dear. Do you know Tim likes a bird? Because on a Friday, he always starts with a can or two, or a toucan.
Yeah, toucan.
Starts with 2 cans and it ends up in 14 cans.
Yeah.
Okay, so anyway, back to the conversation. Say the company messages you back and says, well, we want proof. You send them whatever you have and they say, well, that's not good enough. Then what do you do?
Then I'll seek some further advice.
And where's the company based out of?
It's Colts online, the 3D website, printing website.
Right, but where's that website based out of? If it's a Chinese company, bro, you might as well just throw that garbage in the trash because they don't give two shits.
No such thing as copyright in China.
Yeah.
Well, unfortunately, a lot of the 3D stuff is Chinese based at the moment, so I guarantee they won't give two shits what you have.
Well, it had an option to file a copyright claim and put your case across.
Right, but yeah, it's a copyright claim. You don't have a copyright for it, though, technically. I mean, I guess unless they're doing it like YouTube. I don't know.
I'm just going to say half of the people put copyright claims against you on YouTube don't have the rights to it either.
Oh yeah, there's a big scam going on around YouTube about that because they know that a lot of creators won't want to challenge YouTube on it unless they actually have evidence they could use it. And so then YouTube's like, yeah, okay, it must be theirs, and then they give them the money for it. Because if you challenge a copyright 3 times and you lose all 3, they delete your channel.
Well, the great news is they're based in France, and they take copyright very seriously.
Well, it depends on what their copyright laws are too.
Yeah.
What, in
'Cause
France?
Pretty much the same as ours. It's Europe.
Well,
Yeah,
I mean, it could be, but I'm
they're a
saying
lot stronger.
it's exactly what I'm saying is they may come to you and say, well, did you file a copyright for it or whatever? Saying
You
it's
don't have to.
yours.
You don't have to in the UK, or I mean, you've just got to prove that it's yours, that you had it way before the other person. Yeah, and then the other person will have to file a claim to say how they designed it. Yeah, but I've actually got the picture of the bird for the shape of it.
Because
where I
there's been
took it
plenty.
from.
Because there's been plenty of times over here where companies didn't copyright something in time, and they didn't follow the rules, or they lost their patent on something, and other companies swooped in and took it, and there wasn't shit they could do about it. Like you have deadlines on copyrights and all that shit that you have to meet.
Yeah, that's what we're trying to find out, Jim.
Well, that's what I'm saying, Jim. It's possible that the guy got it from some other company, like Shutterstock or something like that, just an example. And
Anything's possible, Justin.
yeah, it's possible he got it from some site that he bought that he thought he was buying the rights to it. And
Yeah,
is
well, if you
using
do
it,
a Google search, if you do a Google search on it, the only thing that comes up is my picture from
Is it?
Twitter and from Facebook.
I don't know. It might be enough to prove it, but it all depends on whether that company thinks it's enough.
You need plenty of proof in order for if that's
Because
your intent.
honestly, if you go past of them just not removing it and you have to go further with it, then you're talking about you're probably going to have to get a lawyer and a bunch of other shit.
And
I'm not
lawyer's
interested in removing it, as I said. I'm interested in making sure they don't make money out of it.
Oh, I know that, but all I'm saying is if the company tells you to piss off and
Well, Colts won't, because Colts is a hosting site. They're like YouTube for 3D prints.
Right, but what I'm saying is if the site tells you piss off, we don't care, then your only other option, I guess, at that point, you'd have to go get a lawyer or something. And you're talking about international borders at that point, trying to sue a company. I don't know how that would work.
Has baseball season started?
I
Because
think so, because wasn't
the Phillies are playing Washington Nationals tomorrow.
Okay.
yeah, I think so because frickin' what's his name was on here. The other Daniel was on here the other day watching baseball.
Okay. I'm not a big baseball fan.
I hate baseball. Shit is boring.
Yeah, cricket's better.
Really, cricket is that much better than baseball?
Yeah, way better.
Oh, so Matt actually he messaged me back this morning. Just messaged me back. And he said I was in bed for a change. They changed my work hours for the next 3 weeks, so I gotta get up early. Fucking sucks. So he must got the morning shift then.
Yeah.
What if you say to Matt, say, "How you doing, Tiny Channel?"
So yeah, Matt might be watching the show.
Yeah.
Matt's actually watching a lot when you don't realize it. He just doesn't say that in the chat. Because I'll talk to him on the phone sometimes. He'll be like, "Oh yeah, I was watching the other day." Just didn't say anything. He likes to listen to the live streams while he's driving. Who was that was breaking up?
What? Right, I'm just reading about this Colts, and apparently they'll take it down, and they'll do some searches on the image, and when they find the image, they will contact the person where the image first appeared. Well, as that with me.
Question is do you get any money back from what he sold on there?
Probably not.
Or they're just going to remove it?
Just remove it, probably. But like I said, I don't mind him leaving it up as long as he stops making money from it.
Well, if he's making money from it, then maybe you should put it up and make some money off of it.
Yeah.
No, because when I put it up, yeah, it was put up for a charity. You know, Quavers was a rescue.
So put it up for money and use the money for birds. Any which way you could use it to your advantage.
Yeah.
Use it towards paying for your birds. Use it to donate
He's
to rescues.
1.3K downloads.
Okay, exactly. So how much is he charging per download?
49 pence in UK. So 50p.
Exactly. So that's what
550.
That's at least 600. There's at least 600 there.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. That's 600 you could have donated to a bird charity or used towards your birds or whatever. You're fostering birds, so I mean that's what I'm saying. You're not using it to make money just to be like, "Ooh, I can put money in my pocket." You can use it for other things. Obviously, it's selling if it got that many downloads.
You could have put it towards a new 3D printer.
Yeah, but that's what he doesn't want to do. Like I'm saying, if he's going to use
I'm
the
not
money,
interested in the money. I'm interested in that was designed for Quavers herself. Yeah, I don't even use it for the current cockatiels. It's only for her.
But that's what I'm saying is if you're getting that many downloads on it, you can spin it into a good thing and put it back up under your stuff and actually use the money towards bird stuff. It's exactly what you designed it for to begin with, right? For a charity.
Well, for Quavers, it was for her logo for her Facebook at the time.
Yeah, that means that's what I'm saying. You don't have to spend the money on yourself, but you can use it to do good for other things. Obviously, it's selling if you got 1.something-K downloads.
1.3K.
I don't see a problem with you selling it to put towards the cost of you fostering your birds. I mean, that makes sense to me.
It does, but it's not something. You see, even when I take in a bird, say like you was getting rid of a bird and I came to you, the only thing I would take is anything that you have at the time. So if you've got bird seed that goes with a bird and a cage and stuff, I'll take that. I will not take cash donation. Yeah. The only time I ever ask for money is if I take the bird, get it medical help, get it treated, and within 14 days you come back and say I want the bird back. then you must pay for any treatment that bird's had in that 14 days. After the 14
Why-
days, you're getting it back.
Yeah, but why
So
don't you
no, you're
take-
saying it would need shots or anything, right?
No,
Shots
birds
or
don't
anything.
get shots, but
I don't
birds
think
do.
yeah.
I'm talking about medical treatment. So, say like most of the birds I take are always disabled or they've always got an injury or something. I'll take
Yeah.
it in. It will get treated at the vets. It will get all the best treatment it needs.
So
and
like
I give
its
the
claws, like,
owners a receipt to say
you
I've
know,
taken the bird.
beak needs trimming, things like that.
Yeah. So they're getting a receipt. It says I've taken the bird, and they have 14 days to change their mind. But in that 14 days, any treatment the bird has had, they must pay for, and they have to sign that.
And if they
If
don't,
you don't
pay,
sign it, they ain't getting the bird back ever. Yeah. But after that 14 days, they're not getting the bird back. That's it. You know, I put too much time and effort into it. It's not happening.
how many birds does David want to end up with?
We'll put it this way: I've rescued over 60 now.
This is why they call you the Birdman, huh?
Yep.
Or is
You see,
it?
I
or
live
is
in
it the
Essex.
or should we call you the Cockatiel Man?
Yeah, but why aren't you taking cash donations? I mean, you could use that money.
I could, but it's not what I'm.
Yeah, but every time I know over here veterinarians are expensive. Can you really afford to go to the vet every time one of those birds needs something?
He would have to become a licensed charity to
Yes.
accept donations.
Well,
And-
that's what I'm saying. There ain't nothing wrong with that, but I'm saying
No,
like,
but I also have deals with vets. Yeah, I will go if I go to the local vets. Yeah, I have a deal with them.
see here.
So, like Pippa, now a couple of years ago.
Is that vet still local now? You've moved.
Yes.
That's all right then.
Yeah, because when we took Pippa in, he was found at the bottom of the cage, and he wasn't very well in a pet shop. And when we took him to the vet said to me, "It's going to be expensive, and there's only a 1% chance of survival." I said, and he went, "Do you still want to go ahead?" I said, "You know me, give it the best chance it's got." And that bird is still here today.
How many years ago was that?
9 years ago.
See, I don't see the issue in doing stuff like that only because you can take on more responsibility and be able to do more things and more good by doing stuff like that and
Yeah, but
actually
you've
registering as a charity and
Yeah,
all
but
that.
No,
He
if you
also
register for
wouldn't-
charity,
he
you've got to do
also wouldn't be able
insurance.
to run a business from a flat that's rented
not
from the
just that.
council.
It's not just that, because at the time we didn't have the
Yeah, but
council.
you get big enough, you don't need the council's help anymore. That's my point. He could have a whole damn
What I'm saying is, at the time, we had
facility.
a private place, but you got to get registered. You've got to have registration. You've got to get yourself tested every so long. You've got to put quarantine things in place every time there's a bird flu outbreak. You know, you've got to lock down and stuff. You've got to have insurance.
Well, I understand all that,
So
but I'm
much.
saying as
It was-
passionate as you are, though, you would think you would want to grow and to where you could have, a facility and do things like that.
Yeah,
That's all I'm
but-
saying. I'm just saying from a good standpoint. I would assume.
But I do it.
Isn't it,
Out of
Dave?
my,
Isn't
I only do it
David?
out of my heart.
It's just a hobby.
Yeah. Now,
Enjoy
like I
your
said,
smoke, Joe.
when Sparky came to us, Sparky lived in Herefordshire, and I'm in Essex. It's like, 80, 90 miles away. And that person had heard about the good stuff I do. And that's why he wanted Sparky to come to me. So, it's,
Oof.
I said, the swings and roundabouts. Sometimes you could do stuff, sometimes it's just not worth the risk. Yeah. I'd rather pay money for dealing with birds than dealing with insurance.
Yeah, insurance sometimes is a pain in the ass.
So much cost involved.
And insurance can be a lot of bureaucratic bullshit.
If I join the panel, can I join the non-northerners section on top of the screen? Well, actually, unless Paul's got it locked to everybody, everybody's in different spots on our own screens, so.
That
Well,
all
I'm in
depends
South
on
Carolina,
which
East-
northerners from where.
Exactly, that's what I was thinking.
Said non-northerners, I don't know.
Well, David's a southerner.
No, I'm a northerner.
Well, he's a northerner, but he lives in the south.
Northerner as in Northern Hemisphere? We're all
No,
the
he's
Northern
talking
Hemisphere.
about in
As
the
in,
country.
as in Northern England.
But like I said, with Zoom, everybody's screen, somebody's in a different spot anyway, so whatever order Cool Cat's seeing isn't the same order everybody else sees.
You see, Joe,
Zoom doesn't put
Louisiana,
everybody in the
I
same
would
order.
imagine that Joe is classed as south. Justin's classed as south. Paul's definitely north. Andrew, you're north.
I'm from
Don's
the
Midlands.
I'm from the southern part of the United States, even where I was originally from, Southern California. So,
Yeah,
That's why you're a softie, southern softie.
oh, whatever.
Well, I'm in South Carolina, which is Southern United States, Southeast.
all right. I thought you were.
Yeah, I
up
love
at the
telling
top
people
end
from
with
North
the rest of them.
Carolina they're not in the South. Oh, they get real pissed. I'm like, it's literally in your name, and if you look at the map where the U.S. splits in half, it's literally North and South Carolina border. I'm like, technically, you guys are in the northern part of the country now.
Because they say if they combine
No, they're
North
just
and
in the
South
northern part
Carolina
of Carolina.
together, you get one of the
Not the
largest
northern
states in the
part
country.
of the country.
Yeah, but I used to have that argument with people from North Carolina all the time. I'm like, literally, if you look at the map of the United States, where it would split in half would be North and South Carolina. And technically, it's in your name of your state, North Carolina. You are in the northern part of the country, whether you want to accept it or not. Hell, they used to get so pissed off when I tell them that. They
Like,
go,
I'm
oh,
in
well,
the
the
northwest of
Mason-Dixon
England,
line.
and
Well,
David's in the southeast.
Well, because they still think they're Southern because of the original states back in the day. That's not the case anymore.
A lot from the northeast are moving to the
Yes.
southeast or deep south, Texas.
And I agree, Randy, that anything below the
Is Joe
Mason-Dixon line
frozen, or is he just
before
being
the
quiet?
U.S. was a full country to where we're at now, yes. But if you look
He's
at a
moving.
map, it's right dead center.
Oh, cool cut. You mean northerners as in northern England? Okay, I get it.
Well, with your posh accent, you can stay down there, you southern git. I'm joking, cool cat.
Yeah, I guess he would be classed pretty much as southern. He's below the Midlands, and he's definitely north in the north.
Wait, where's he from?
Winchester.
Winchester.
Salisbury. Wrong cathedral. Salisbury. Near Bristol, somewhere.
Let's have a look.
Where would it be? It's in.
Right, so he's more or less
So is it
level.
in?
Yeah.
It's in Dorset. Is it Dorset or Devon?
Well, he said he's literally like a couple
Dorset,
football
isn't it?
fields from that place he took us on that tour, so wherever that's at.
Yeah, Salisbury Cathedral.
Yeah, he's literally right down the street from it. So he said he's like a football field or two away from it. So
I think Salisbury's in Dorset. Unless it's in Gloucester. One of them.
Oh yeah, he's definitely a southerner. He's near Southampton.
What,
Yeah.
Southampton and South you consider a southerner?
No, anything north of Watford Gap.
Southampton is on the south coast of England.
You see, people always get this mistaken as well. They talk about when you say Watford Gap, they think you mean Watford, not just slightly north of London. No, Watford Gap is a
Watford Gap
service
is
station.
service station.
Yeah, anything north of Watford Gap, you're a northerner. Anything south, you're a southerner.
Yeah, so it looks like Monday the 8th, we don't have any storms.
Well, anything
over us.
north of Watford Gap, you're actually in Midlander.
Yeah, but you're classed
until you get beyond
in terms
Birmingham.
of football, you know, you soft southern bastard, you dirty northern bastard. Yeah, it's Watford Gap. Because that's more or less where they split the north-south divide, unless that last season when a team came up, they had a team that went down had to go into the northern section, and they were further south than most of the teams in that division.
I'm not sure if it isn't the area involved, because the south is wide and the north is narrow.
Yeah.
So I think it's equal areas rather than distances.
It's more about distance, look, because if I show you the map, that's where Watford Gap is, there, just below Birmingham, just above Northampton, and you've got sort of that line there, because that's where they measure it from there to there, and you've got like South Wales, North Wales.
Fucking rigor, how close is that to Mordor?
To where?
Mordor. Down the road, it's around the corner, really.
In Mordor, Camelot.
Oh, bye, Andrew. Andrew actually said goodbye today. He didn't say goodbye on the panel, but he said goodbye in the chat.
Isn't
That's
Mordor
that's progress.
David? Isn't Mordor Camelot?
I'm not sure.
I didn't see where Andrew said bye.
In the private chat on
I'll
Zoom.
see you later, dogs barking like crazy.
In the Zoom chat?
Yeah, Zoom chat.
Which I don't look at.
Yeah, I don't ever notice it because it's just really small on the bottom of the screen. I don't ever notice it unless somebody tells me. East Coast, dirty northern bastard.
Well, Michael, there's a place near Preston called Samsbury. That's where they build parts of the Eurofighter.
Salisbury.
Yeah.
Yes. That's
Not a fan of the Eurofighter. I don't like the look of it. It looks
Friend
like a
of mine
Dorito
works
chip
there.
in the air.
Yeah,
Mordor, Lord of the Rings. Right, okay.
Like I said, I'm not a big fan of the look of the
460992.
I'm not a big fan of the Eurofighter. It looks like a Dorito chip.
The question is, does it do its job?
Well, I don't know. Has it ever seen real significant air-to-air battle?
Well, I'm assuming they used it in a few.
I don't know. That's what I'm asking. I don't know how much combat experience it has. I know our most decorated fighter by far is the F-15. It has 100
It hasn't
loss.
had, it hasn't
100
had chance to have had any decorations as such. It's not actually been in service that long.
Because I know the F-15, it's got what 104 kills, the no losses. That's been in a lot of theaters of war. The F-22 has been in a few, not air-to-air scrimmages, but it has been in a few campaigns. Not enough to really test it out its full capability, though.
Right. It has been used, but only in like airstrikes, you know, where they do surprise airstrikes.
Yeah, it's not been any air-to-air campaigns.
Yeah, it's been in a few, but mainly against Russia. And it's normally used as quick deployment, and it's out at the moment protecting the Falkland Islands.
Well,
not that again.
Oh, every time there's an election over there, they pop up and say it's ours, and then we go, no, it's not, and then a few fisticuffs, slapping each other in the face, and then they go, all right, fine, that'll do.
Yeah, it's also known as the
fucking rigger.
It's also known as the Typhoon.
Hey, Joe.
Hi, Dominic.
Fucking rigger, I swear to God.
How are we doing?
I just honestly, I just love the look of the F-22, man. That thing is fucking clean looking.
Jesus.
Like just the engine, like we look at it from the ass in when it's got its engines on. God, that thing looks badass.
It's got turbofan Eurojet EJ200 engine and a top speed of 2,495 kilometers an hour.
Wow.
The F-15 uses two F-100 Pratt & Whitney motors. Those are actually one of the most what do you want to call it? Reliable jet engines that have been made.
How can they? They're not made by Rolls-Royce.
Don't upset him, Mark.
2495 divided by 1.60.
And you know what's crazy about the F-22 is
that's
F-22 pilots
1,551 miles an hour.
have actually said it's easier to fly an F-22 than it is a Cessna airplane.
So a little over Mach 2 it flies at.
Which one, the Eurofighter?
Yeah.
Actually the F-15 I think is a little quicker than the F-22. I think it's 2.5 and the F-22 is 2.4.
It's 1,551 miles an hour.
Wow.
The Mach 1 I think is 750 miles an hour.
Yeah, the Eurofighter is the one that keeps causing the sonic booms over the UK.
Yeah.
Yeah. You've just got your cup of tea, you're about to dip your biscuit, and then go boom! You're covered in biscuit, soggy as fuck. Bastards.
But like I said, what's crazy about the F-22 is they actually said it's easier to fly that than a Cessna airplane, a little Cessna four-seater. The F-22 pilots have said
because
that.
it's all computer controlled. All the pilot does is steer it.
Yeah, they don't. It's so advanced that they don't have to do much. It leaves a lot of open for situational awareness because they don't have to pay attention to a lot of the everyday movements of the operations of the jet. Oh, the A-10s, yeah, those things are fucking beasts. They'll shred a fucking tank in half, man, with that 30 millimeter cannon. Oh yeah, if you're infantry, you definitely want the A-10s on your side, no doubt. They're
Hmm.
close in support for sure.
They've got two big Dyson cooling fans on the top.
Those things, those are some mean planes, though, the A-10s. Those things are flying fucking tanks. And they have like, was it like 4 or 5 redundancy systems for every system in the jet? So it can get like shredded by AA guns and still fly. Like they've shown pictures of those things after going into combat and just getting shredded by anti-aircraft fire, and them things still fly. They've tried canceling the A-10 a bunch of times, but then they keep finding out that it's actually a very good system.
Andrew left because his dogs were barking.
Yeah.
I understand that.
Because that was actually one of the planes that they said was supposed to, the F-35 was supposed to replace. And I was like, nah, dude, that's a whole different. I was like, the F-16, F-A-18, maybe the F-15, maybe a good replacement, but not for the A-10. The A-10's a whole different ball game of flying, of close in air support and stuff.
Justin, you're gaming. Are you doing it live?
If I do it, yeah. I'm not
Or are
entirely
you going
sure.
private?
No. I'm just not entirely sure yet. Got a fucking nasty ass headache, and Aubrey's at the emergency room right now with Sarah, so
All right.
her stomach's been bothering her real bad the last couple of days, so
I most likely won't be on tomorrow morning stream because I've got
Right, we're docking your wages.
I've got to go to the chiropodist.
I'm sorry, Mark, but when Dominic first joined, he went about 6 weeks uninterrupted before he started taking time off. No, but Dominic waited 6 weeks before he started taking appointments.
Long service leave.
My appointment's at 2:15, so.
oh, it's a cool cat. That's the same thing with the F-22 and the B-2 bomber. The B-2 bomber would not be able to fly without computer aided software. It'd be impossible. That is one of the most unstable platforms of any plane in the world because it doesn't have any, what is it, the ailerons or whatever on the back. It's just completely flat across. That is literally one of the most unstable
Ailerons
planes.
and elevators.
Yeah, it doesn't have any of that shit. It actually has to turn by using the motors, the engines.
On the back of the wing, and then no, it has the elevators are on the rudder, on the tailplane. The ailerons and the flaps are on the back of the wing.
Yeah, which they have those, but in order to really make a turn with that plane, they have to use engines as well to make the turns. But like I said, being as it doesn't have all those flight controls like normal planes do, it's very an unstable platform, and they have to use a computer aided software in order to keep it stable in the air. Same with the F-22. You wouldn't be able to be doing all those rolls and all that shit without computer aided software to control all the thrust vectoring and all that. A pilot wouldn't be quick enough to sit there and calculate all that. I don't care how good of a pilot you are, you wouldn't be able to.
Doing skid turns everywhere.
That fucking plane.
It was designed as a drift plane.
Yeah, that thing does, dude, man. It will turn on a fucking dime, dude. That's one plane I would love to go see in person at an air show. If I could see any plane, it would be the F-22. I've watched so many videos on YouTube of it flying, and I've only ever seen one in person fly over, but it wasn't doing anything. It was just flying over.
Do you think we're going to start seeing less manned aircraft and more drone aircraft?
Oh, 100%. 100%.
Oh, did you see that picture I sent you, Justin?
No. Is it a messenger?
Yeah.
Let me see.
Yeah, he doesn't do his messages very well. He keeps saying he doesn't use Facebook. He
Oh,
only
for
uses-
fuck's sake, Mark.
I'd love to know what he sent because the result.
But no, they've actually David, they were over here. They've actually tested out was it AI systems, Dominic? Wasn't it the F-16s they were testing it?
Yep.
Where they were flying F6 they took some old F-16s in inventory and retrofitted them with some AI systems to test it out, them flying on their own. And then they actually did phenomenally well from what the Air Force reported. Apparently the test went phenomenal. So yeah, having unmanned systems definitely 100% going to be the future. Mike said I rode a C-130 from Japan to Alaska, 15 hours. Oh God, I bet that was uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Probably crammed in there with like 300 other people. Fucking crazy. They cram them in there like sardines, dude.
And everybody has to sit on the wooden crates.
Mm-hmm.
No, I love watching military stuff. About all the new technology and stuff.
Hey, well, it's been a long day today, mind people.
Hey, Joe.
I'm here still. I'm just keeping quiet, that's all. Which is a change for me.
Gonna say I can hear you now.
It was nice to meet your Jenny yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever happened, you never came back. She said you were
Yeah.
going to come back and you never did.
Yeah, but I'm sorry about that, gentlemen.
No, we assumed you climbed a power pole and got electrocuted.
No, I don't think so. I know how electricity works, believe me. No, I got pulled in to a flat next door to me. The landlord saying, he says, I went out for a cigarette and then he says, oh, I need your help, quick, urgent. I says, what's the matter? He says, well, I'm building a wall, but I need these sockets moved quick. So they must be wanting to rent the place out to somebody. So, and then Jen come on, I says, oh, Jennifer, I've got a live chat here. She says, well, I'll go on and tell them what's happening. But no, it was just double sockets and rerouting cables, you know what I mean? I
Yeah.
haven't
All
finished
we're
yet,
gonna say, Mark, is we didn't mind because Jem's better than you.
Yeah, I was just going to say, she sounds a lot cuter than you do.
Thanks very much. You buggers. Enough, I didn't know all of you gentlemen. I would thought you mean that.
God, Sarah just got in a freaking room. What the hell?
Bless Ashes in bed now, resting on her back because she's been for a biopsy the day for her left breast.
Oh.
And they they've left a titanium rod inside, like just in case they're going to go back. We're going to wait a few weeks for the results. So, bless her.
Paul, what's your temperature there right now?
What, sorry?
I was asking Paul what his temperature was.
Oh.
Temperature here right now is 39 degrees.
You want to know how it is here? It's 68.
You bugger, you.
32.
Well, it's 68 and feels like 59. It don't feel like 59 to me outside. It feels about 70, but I don't know.
You want me?
He's get all the weather, he's lads.
Right back, I think Mia's got to go out.
Well, it's done now but rain, rain and rain all the time, though, Jack. Over the Christmas and everything. I can't get much sleep.
58 here.
55.4 here.
Oh, right, we're talking Fahrenheit, but I'm talking centigrade.
14 degrees Celsius.
13.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're the same temp as me, Dominic.
31.4.
Yeah.
Nice. That's some good temperatures right there.
Wait, if Dominic's 11, 14, sorry, so you're only 1 degree warmer than us.
That's the same temperature as me right now, too.
Yeah, we're 13.
That'd be around 68 degrees Fahrenheit, roughly.
No, 58.
Oh,
I'd love
58. Okay.
68.
I'm 68 then.
No.
I'd love
30,
Even 58's
33
not bad though. That's nice weather.
33.9 degrees centigrade, me.
What?
Like I said, y'all want the summer,
I'd
y'all
love
can fucking
that.
take it.
It's
You can take
only
those hot ass humid Florida summers. You can have them.
4 degrees centigrade here, where I am.
That's
All
a bit
right,
cold.
it was a bit. It might have been a bit too subtle.
I'll take Florida winter any day.
33.9 degrees centigrade.
I'll take that.
Wow.
Body temperature.
Body temperature. I mean outside temperature.
I put the thermometer in my ear and signed out how fat. Me
Well, that's a false reason. Put your
digital thermometer and see how warm I was.
Oh, that's not bad at all, Rigger. 55 degrees Fahrenheit, sunny on the West Coast.
55
That's
Fahrenheit.
nice.
Wow.
That's some nice weather right there.
Nice, Roger. Rigger.
Let's see what it is on my ceiling.
Oh, they got snow up in Canada right now. At least where Corey's at. I don't know about Jim, but Corey had quite a bit of snow this morning.
My front room is 17.4 degrees centigrade.
My living room is 22 degrees.
Should be warmer than that.
Wow.
Mind you, I think I turned my thermostat down to 18. Let's see what the patio doors are.
Because the energy company's got to be after you again. Whoa, loads of money here.
Was that Corey that sent me that picture?
What are they in it? They take your eyes out.
The fuck is he?
The glass in the patio doors is 15.4 degrees.
Ouch.
No, that wasn't Corey that sent me that. Who the fuck sent me that picture? Oh, no, that's right. He put it in the chat this morning. That's right.
Yeah, you remember when Dan said, have I got a laser pointer?
Yeah.
I have. It's a digital thermometer.
Oh, dude, I remember when laser pointers came out, when they first started getting to where you could go to the store and just buy one. I remember they were expensive as shit. They were like 40, 50 bucks, but remember you used to get all the little lenses with them that had all the pictures and shit?
Yeah, like skulls and things like that.
Yeah, you'd get like a big pack, but it was like 50 bucks for the laser pointer.
Yeah.
Now you can get those same laser pointers for like $2, $3 at Walmart.
Well, but you know, I've got one of them, but what happened was youngins playing in a car park right outside my front door car park. And I
my
took it
television screen is 20.2 degrees centigrade.
I wonder how accurate those really are, though. Have you ever like tested it against another thermometer just to see how accurate it is? I've never actually had one of those, but I've seen a lot of people use them.
Yeah,
Not particularly.
Digital.
I mean, it's just like a gun.
Digital thermometer.
You just point it at what you want the temperature of.
Well, I know. I'm just wondering how accurate.
You get a little red dot where it is. So.
Well, I've got one here, guys. Plus, I've got my big laser over there that does all the patterns and shapes and everything.
Point it at Dominic's head. See how hot his head is.
Well, like I said, it said my ceiling was 17.5 degrees and the thermostat on my heating is set at 18. So it's not going to be that far out.
How the fucking hell did they manage to do that?
Well, if anything, they just got a new window out of it.
I'll tell you one thing, he's the one parked on double yellow lines.
Oh, they definitely had to have jumped something to get in the air because they didn't even touch that bottom wall.
Wow.
They pretty much just took out the whole window frame.
Yeah.
Just think.
And this poor farmhouse,
oh, look at that.
The whole landslide has gone.
And there ain't shit you can do about that, but get out of there and your house is gone. There's
like
no
hell.
fixing that.
They're actually going to demolish the house and try and secure the thing.
That's what I said. There's no fixing it, unfortunately.
Yeah, this coast has landslides every year. I do not get why they have never done anything about the seawall. Because the rate it's going, Yorkshire's going to be part of fucking Lancashire.
Fucker. You know, Jordan, if it keeps going, it may be.
Yorkshire will never be part of Lancashire. We've got the Pennines in the way, thank God.
Yeah, but the Pennines are going to be in the sea at this rate.
Well, that's all right. He can stay on that side of the fucking Pennines.
Well, like I said too, unfortunately, there's nothing to save that house. I mean, it's just when they get landslides and erosion like that, there is really no stopping it.
Oh,
I mean, you can try to stop it a little bit, but Mother
there was a
Nature's going to do what it
place.
wants.
Well, where was that place? Was it down in Wales? And there was a few houses, and people had to evacuate the houses, you know, and give up the houses because the whole beach eroded and all the houses ended
Well,
up. You see?
And if it's not the beach that's doing it, rain and water is
Yeah.
going to do it. Mudslide, you'll get mudslides, all kinds of shit. I mean, it doesn't even have to just be the ocean. If you get a lot of rain in that area, you're going to lose a bunch of that wall.
Well, what they should have done with these places like this, they should have put piles in with concrete to try and support the land. And then I would have put rocks around there to stop the erosion on the
Then
beach.
they would have become houses on stilts then.
That's true. Oil rig factory.
Yeah, exactly, Cool Cat. It's just a project like that. It's so astronomical. It's
Oh, it
really
costs
not worth it.
yeah.
You just tell people don't build your fucking houses on the edge of the the edge like that.
Uh-huh.
You set it to where you have to be back so far with the building, right?
Yeah, but a lot of these places,
No, originally they were
like
far enough away from
200 years old, and they were, some of them, like in Hensby and stuff, houses were like 3 miles away from the sea only a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
And now they're in the sea.
Hey,
Yeah.
David, you and Justin got it under control, and
Well,
Joe,
you going to fly a ship?
I'm gonna go fly a ship real quick.
Okay.
Yeah, we got it covered.
Okay.
Take it, folks.
But like Cool Cat
It still
said,
looks foggy on that screen.
but like Cool Cat said, the amount of money you would have to spend to try to counteract that versus
Either that or the lighting on the screen is just
or just
so we can't actually see the picture.
or just to pay people out for those houses, it'd be cheaper just to pay people out for the houses and get them the fuck up out of there.
Yeah. The sad thing is, though, people leave the houses, right? And it's not just that, it's where they've lived, it's their belongings, it's where they were
Well, I mean,
comfortable.
the thing is too, is if you see that coming, maybe they should go about picking the house up and moving it. Because
Yeah.
that's completely it's completely
Can't do that
doable.
over here.
No.
Why?
Because a lot of the houses are built on
Foundations.
foundations and stuff.
It don't matter. They do it all the time over here. They've picked up historical houses like
Yeah,
that.
but
and
your
built them.
houses are made of wood.
No,
Ours
they're
are
not all of
brick.
them.
Concrete.
Not in Florida. My
Please
house is made out of solid block. Cement
Cinder block. Yeah.
It
Ours
don't
are built
matter.
on individual
There
little.
is engineering. There is a way to pick up houses and move them. It don't matter what they're made out of.
No, not
Pick 'em
you
up and move
can't.
'em.
They've got little bricks built up. They've got a concrete base. Then they've got little bricks that are stacked together, and on the inner wall they've got breeze block and then wood and
What does it matter what the
No,
material
my
is?
inner wall.
drywall as you call it, or we call it
I
plastic.
understand that, but why do you think it matters what the material is? You can still pick up the house and move it. They've done it tons of times over here.
Yeah. They
Thousands
wouldn't
of
do it
times.
over here. Like you say, they won't do it over here because
If
it's
you're
too
trying, but if the
complicated.
house is 200 years old and you want to
The
consider
other
that kind
thing
of
is our
historical,
roads are not wide enough to move a house down.
well, then widen them bitches. Do I have to think of everything?
Widen the roads before you move your house. I don't think so.
Well, I'm just saying, if a house is 200 years old, though, I would at least try to move it back somewhat, just to save it, because to me that's historical, being that old. I mean, I guess not for you guys because you guys got buildings that are like 1,000 years
200-year-old
but
house is not a historical one.
over here, some houses, depending on their history, could be labeled as historic, being that old.
What we'll do is get
I mean, my house is
all the house.
my house is nearly 90-year-old.
My flat was built in the 60s.
Stan, you got the house when you were 5, but that doesn't change the fact,
Now I've got a 2-bedroom flat above a Premier store shop. I'm on my landlord. To move that and move the shop. Oh, hey man, you're talking fortunes.
I mean, I would say it would be cheaper to try to save somebody's house and move it than it would be to try to counteract all that sea erosion. That's insane.
But the point is, you're
Plus, you'd have to move 2 houses because mine's attached to next
Any
door.
which way, I'm
protecting
assuming.
one house.
Well, I'm
Might as well
assuming
come
your
together
government.
and protect the whole fucking coastline.
Well, I'm assuming your government would pay for their houses anyway because it's not out of their control, right?
Oh, didn't talk about the UK
Insurance
government.
will cover it.
The insurance will cover it.
Well, because over here, normally, if it's a natural something like
As long
that's
as they're
going on,
insured.
or say it's like a something the government caused because of a project they were doing. A lot of times, what they'll do is they'll go in and buy
that's
the people's
different.
houses out.
Yeah, if it was a government project that caused it, then yeah, you get compensated.
Well, I'm saying, or something like that can have a similar effect to the outcome, because
Yeah,
that's
but
out of the
what I'm saying-
homeowner's control. There's
The
nothing they can
amount
do
of
about that.
coastline that's going now, you're talking 3 miles a year, is just getting eroded, taken away. There has to be a
Hold
plan.
on, 3 miles a year?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's not eroding that much.
Well, in Hemsby it is.
No,
That's a
The
lot, dude, if
caravan
that's the
park.
case.
Yeah, the
might be
caravan
3
park was
feet
3
a year.
No, the caravan park was 3 miles from the coast. It's now on the coast and half of it's closed. Yeah, because they're not listening. They're not listening to the locals. Like the locals have said, build some sea defences. You look on the west coast of England and look at all the sea defences.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Jurassic coast and round the south and up the east coast, there's nothing.
Yeah, but that's also
Yeah,
not a
we've
very
got some
cheap thing to
cracking
do
sea
either.
defences. It's called Wales, Ireland,
Oh,
the Isle of Man.
Wheels.
Blackpool.
Oh. Apparently that's gone down.
Well, I'm saying, like, if that's still a monumental undertaking, though, to try to stop something like that.
They're
That's some
rebuilding
serious
part of the
engineering.
seawall.
Oh, I know, but that's still some serious engineering, though. Because, like I said, even if you're blocking the sea from coming in, you could still get erosion from rain and stuff. You guys get a lot of rain there, right? I'm sure
Yeah,
that
but a
plays
lot-
a factor in it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
You've got
the
to
fact
remember
that
we have the seas that we're getting. They go because of the weather patterns. They go up, and then they sort of curve round off the Antarctic and whatever is north thing, and then come back down the east coast. Yeah, that's where all the erosion is.
the Antarctic South.
Yeah, the northern shit is.
Arctic's that way, Antarctic's that way.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh,
Yeah.
Dominic.
The Arctic will be
Hey, Dominic, you should be a teacher, you.
Yeah,
and the
I know.
Baltic.
Well, because I'm only saying even if you put a seawall there, if you don't put some kind of drainage to keep water from running over that side, it's
Yeah,
just
but they
gonna eat it
do. That's
away
the
anyway.
point. That's what they do. Look, if you look at Blackpool where they've built it out, they've actually the Blackpool itself has actually moved outwards a mile from where it originally was by
correct.
having a new sea wall. They've got more land.
Yeah, they've reclaimed land. Yeah,
But on the east coast, the reason they don't do it is because of the spring tides. And the spring tides, when they come through, they're pretty nasty.
Well, that's what I'm saying. There's got to be some reason why they're not dealing with it. Maybe they're just going to let it keep going.
It's called
till
money.
it's
nearly
stopped.
floods.
Exactly.
Nearly
Nobody's
floods
got
north.
money anymore, especially in the
Well, that's
northeast.
what that was my original question, was that would be so much money to do that. That'd be a lot of money.
Yeah.
Yeah, but when you add it all up, what they're spending on, saving someone's house, yeah, or buying somebody out of their house and stuff like that, yeah, would it not be better using that money?
Well, it depends. Is that costing them $100 million to do that versus it might cost them $1 billion to do the project?
Yeah, but if this erosion keeps
Uh,
going, think how far it's going to go.
Well, it depends on how far back until it hits like some kind of rock or something, or some kind of natural.
Yeah.
I mean, is there any kind of rock in that?
Put it this way: if it was eroding this fast in Essex and heading in towards London, I can guarantee they'd find the money.
Oh, aye. You come up north and the money's disappeared.
Because it's the north of England, they don't give a fuck.
No, they don't.
Was that like the lower income area or something?
No, it's just always been the case because most of the money's spent in the south. You know, London area, because obviously London itself is the biggest tourist attraction, you know, with the Chinese and all that coming to see the royal family.
That's what
So the money gets spent there. They don't care about the north, and
they look at the northeast and they go, nah, we'll just spend
you know, the poverty it causes, coastal erosion. The posh people with the money skip out, and then it's the poorer families that moved in.
Yeah,
That's what I'm talking about. So it's an economic thing, pretty much.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's a
that's what I'm
capital
saying.
city kind of thing. The same as possibly, well, maybe not quite the same as Washington, D.C. Because some of the stories I've heard of Washington are pretty crap.
What do you mean?
What?
Like, what do you mean pretty crap? Like, what are you talking about?
I mean, I've heard things like there are some really bad areas in Washington, D.C.
Oh, yeah, there's bad neighborhoods in every fucking city. It don't matter what state you're in. You're going to have bad neighborhoods.
That's true. No matter where it is in the world, you always got
Yeah,
that
I mean, if you went to
areas.
Australia, I'm
Well,
sure they got their little ghetto areas too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, where Dominic lives.
Yeah, we got one big spot. It's called Sydney. That's a ghetto.
And you know what it is where Dominic lives? Hey, Dominic, you know over where you live? They even built houses
So what
over
you
there
guys
for
are
the kangaroos.
So what you guys are saying is Cool Cat pulled all his money out the north and moved to London.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
We'll blame Cool Cat for it.
Yeah.
He pulled out his
Cool Cat
ability.
get the blame now.
Yeah, Cool Cat and his cathedral.
I tell you what, as long as I'm the organist.
He ran with his billion. He took his billions and ran with it.
People who work in and live in London get paid more than anywhere else in the country.
Yeah.
But is that based on cost of living or?
Yeah, the cost of living in London is way above everywhere else in the
Yeah,
country.
it's the same as here. Like if you live in New York City, you're going to get paid more as a cashier than you would in Florida because the cost of living's a lot higher.
I can't believe it, guys. It's raining as we speak. It's still raining. It's
Like I'll hear people down here in Florida.
Nice and sunny here.
But I'll hear people down here in Florida say, "Oh my God, you cashiers up in New York City make like $25-$30 an hour." Like, yeah, but they're also paying like 10 grand a month for a one bedroom apartment.
Yeah, exactly.
Just think it's all right earning that money, but just think how much tax you've got to pay.
And not to mention New York, California, those places, they pay state taxes, where in Florida, we don't. We don't pay state income tax.
Taxes are pretty much the same all around our country.
Like here, it goes by state as far as state income tax. There's a handful of states where you don't pay any income tax. Florida's one of them. And then there's other states where you pay heavily into a state income tax. You know, they'll tax the shit out of you.
No, the whole country pays income tax on its earnings.
But that's what we have federal income.
Once it goes over, I think it's 14,750 odd pound a year before you get taxed, and you get taxed at 20%.
Yeah, here we have federal and
until
state.
you get to 50 odd thousand, and then you get taxed on what's above there at 40%.
Right, here we have federal and state. Everybody pays federal. But states can have their own taxes. Some states don't, some states do. Like I said, Florida, we don't pay an income tax to the state. So we pay taxes on like when we go and buy something at the store, obviously, you know, but
yeah, your VAT.
Yeah, we
right,
VAT.
we don't,
But
we don't pay
is
anything
only
out of
on
our.
some things, it's not on others.
But we don't have to pay out of our paychecks to the state.
There's no VAT on food except for hot food.
Yeah, here
and sweets like biscuits.
different here.
Chocolate and You pay VAT.
Yeah, and then there's certain things in certain states they don't tax. Like here in Florida, I know that they were talking about because they would do this tax-free week where you could go in and buy a bunch shit ton of school, like they do it right when school's starting, so you can go in and buy all your school supplies tax-free. But now
Yeah.
they're talking about they just want to make school supplies tax-free all the time.
Yeah.
Instead of just 1 or 2 weeks out of the year, they're just going to do it all the time.
Our country's so backwards, it's taken them hundreds of years to realise they shouldn't be taxing feminine products.
Yeah.
Oh, and you
I mean,
know
that's it. The biggest thing we're taxed on is before we even buy it. And that's like petrol, cigarettes, alcohol.
Yeah. Then there's energy. Then there's food. VAT.
Yeah, we have to pay
taxed.
VAT on electricity.
Oh yeah,
So-
we pay taxes and stuff on
Yeah.
all that stuff too. But each state's different. You know, you might pay $20 for a pack of cigarettes in New York, where here in Florida I can pay $4 or $5 for a cheap pack of cigarettes, or maybe 7 or 8
Well-
for a name brand pack, you know.
The cheapest I can get them is £11.20 for a pack of 20, which is
They-
Lucky Strike and Richmond soft pack.
But like,
the dearest
Richmond
dearest
is
ones are
smoking.
close to £20.
yeah, but like in New York, they tax the shit out of cigarettes.
Fuck,
And so you'll pay, you'll pay $5 for the pack of cigarettes, but then the tax is like $15 or some crazy
Yeah.
shit.
Oh,
And
you can
so-
get them dirt cheap on the Indian reservations, can't you? Because there's no
Well,
tax
that's
at
what
all
some
there.
people, right? That's what some people do. Like when I lived in Buffalo, we didn't buy cigarettes at the store unless when I was like 18 or 19, I was living up there. And the only time I bought cigarettes at the store was when I was buying them for the 16 and 17-year-old kids that wanted them. So what I would do is I would go to the gas station, I'd buy the buy one, get one freeze. And then their agreement was they had to give me 5 cigarettes out of their pack for buying it. Well, they didn't know I was buying the buy one, get ones. So I'd end up with 30 cigarettes. They'd end up with 15 and they paid for them.
Nice one, Justin. You've done that well there, mate.
And I would dude, I had so many kids, dude. Like I had like probably 10 or 15 kids that would come to me every day wanting cigarettes. I'd have cartons of cigarettes, bro, for days.
And if you got caught doing that over here, you get fucked.
Oh yeah, I would have
you
gotten in a
do.
lot of
Same
trouble.
here.
But you gotta remember, I was 18, 19 at the time. I didn't give a shit.
Yeah.
That's
Now
amazing.
over here, if you get caught, it's £20,000 fine and 6 months
Would
in
I
prison.
ever buy a kid cigarettes now? Of course not. But I was 18, 19. You know, you got to think of an 18, 19-year-old's mindset. I was
Yeah.
working at
There's another thing-
McDonald's. I had my own apartment with my girlfriend, and we were barely making enough to pay rent and utilities. And I was smoking at the time, so it was an easy way for me to get cigarettes, and I had to pay for them.
Yeah. There's another thing what they've done over here in the UK. What they've done, we used to have boxes of 10 cigarettes you could buy, but the government wasn't happy with that because they're not making enough tax off them. So they stopped all the companies making 10 cigarettes.
Joe,
And-
when I started smoking, I bought them in boxes of 5.
Very time. Or when you used to buy them in the pub
They
out
call
the
them
machine,
cartons
you used to get money
over here.
back.
Yeah, you used to get change taped to the
You did, huh?
to the packet.
Not new though.
Yeah.
In the
Yeah, I remember
Philippines, you
those
can
days, yeah.
in the Philippines you can buy them in ones. You go and buy a cigarette from a shop.
Now, we used to, when I lived in Preston, we used to have a blue van that they used to call Pally. And he used to come round and basically he was selling ice creams and everything, but he used to sell cigarettes in singles. He used to call them seppies.
Singles, huh?
Yeah.
That's when you buy one cigarette, right? Singles.
They call those Lucy's over here.
Yeah, we called them seppies for separate. And then you would buy, he would sell them for like 20 pence. And you would go and buy like 5 off him for £1. And then you go and sell them £1 each at school.
Oh yeah, dude, they were
That's right.
big money makers back in the day because if you could get if you had a pack of cigarettes that had 20 cigarettes in it and they were only like say $3, $4, you were selling them for 25 cents a piece. Man, you double,
That's what
triple your
that's
money
what
on
I
a pack
used
of
to do.
cigarettes.
I used to buy a pack of 20 cigarettes. Was normally Benson and Hedges or Lambert and Butler. What I used to do, the singles, when people say, "Do you got a tab?" I say, "I," but it's 50 pence. It says 50 pence. Why I? And they used to buy 2 or 3 each one of them.
Oh, I used to sell cigars and cigarettes when I was living in North Carolina. When I first met Sarah, my
Mhm.
sister was living in like Section 8 apartments, which are not good apartments. Those are like the really bad area. And I used to go to the gas station every morning and I'd buy like $20 worth of the double and triple packs of Swisher Sweets. And then I would buy 2 or 3 packs of cigarettes and I would sit there and sell loose cigarettes and loose cigars out of her apartment all day. And I used to like make shit tons of money doing it because a lot of these people didn't have cars to get to the gas station. And it was
Yeah.
easier for them to come to me and pay me $1 for a cigar that I got 3 for $1 for at the gas station. So I was making $2 off of every pack profit
Well,
that I was
where I
selling.
am, the laws now, man, round here, if they catch a deal out, if you'd done anything like that apart from the price of cigarettes, you'd be hammered. I'm telling you.
But yeah, I used to sell some loose cigarettes and loose cigars all the time. I'd sit there all day selling them. Every 2 seconds, somebody was knocking on the door. Can I get a cigar? Yeah. Because it was easier and just more convenient for them to give me $1 for a cigar so they could go roll their blunt up and throw their weed in it and be done with it. Or if they wanted a cigarette, I used to buy the buy one, get ones for $5 on the pack of cigarettes.
Buy one, get one free.
And for $5, I would get 40 cigarettes and I was selling them for 20 to 50 cents, 25 to 50 cents a piece.
Oh, you were a proper dealer then.
But it was like I said, it was a very sketchy ass neighborhood. Like if you didn't know the people in there, you didn't want to run up in there. Very
Yeah,
bad
'cause
area.
You wouldn't think twice about coming around and putting a knife in your
Like
side.
I would have people come up to the door and you'd see guns in their in their waistbands and shit. But I was cool with everybody there, so they didn't give a shit. And they knew I always had cigars and cigarettes, so they'd come to me and I'd give them deals like 25 cents a cigarette, or I'd give you, 3 for 50 cents or something. Sometimes I'd do deals on stuff and people would just come buy them from me. But I could make easily $50, $60 a day.
When I started, right now we're talking about it.
I used to get 5 Park Drive tipped and a book of matches, and that used to cost me 5 old pence, which is like the equivalent of 2 new pence. So that's less than 2 cents American wise.
Yes, sir. I did save you some dinner.
A book of matches, did you see? I remember them.
Yeah, a book of matches.
Right. That's going back in time and a half.
Yeah, but I could easily
it's going back to 1971.
Well, I was born in 1967, so I remember all them times.
Well, 1971, I was 11, 12.
Yeah. 1968 for me.
I'm 57 here. No, 57 until and then January comes up.
I'm a month off 56.
Yeah. I feel like an old git.
Why? I'll be 65 in August. Paul's 71.
I feel like an old git, even though I'm not a git. I can't be if I want to, but no. Baggy eyes, lack of sleep, because what's going on out the front of my house. We're building a new train station, putting new lines in. We've had multitasker machines, if we had 1200s, if we know what them are. It's like a big crane on the wheels. Still saws, hammer drills, banging, and everything. I can't get any sleep, and this goes on all through the night.
Apocalypse Now. Is that a movie?
Yeah, it was. It was a movie.
Cool Cat's talking about it. He said, "Holy fuck, the cow slaughter scene in Apocalypse Now is horrific. I don't remember it being that way."
Yeah,
I don't think I've ever seen that movie.
Was helicopters in Vietnam.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen that movie. I'm about to check it out.
Great movie. It's a long one though.
I can't wait till Civil War comes out. I really want to see that movie.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
not
no.
out for a while, is it?
They said the spring of
October, something like that. I think they said.
yeah, it's gonna be the spring of they said sometime this spring, so I don't know. That's gonna be closer to the end of the year. But A24 is the one that's making the movie, and people are saying that's a little bit out of their element for movies, so everybody's kind of curious to see how they do with it. It looks pretty good from the previews. I just want to see what their political take on how they address actual Civil War in the movie, because I find it hilarious in the movie that Texas and California teamed up. I thought that was fucking hilarious. I was like, really? Those two states of all states?
Cameron's late again.
I was like, they're completely opposite in ideology. Like, why the fuck would them two team? If anything, it'd be Texas and Florida.
Yeah, that'd be about right.
Yeah, but back then things
You
was
know that-
different, weren't they?
No. This is a modern day Civil War of today. Is the movie's take?
Oh, the Civil War is as though it's today.
Yeah. It's a modern
I
day
get you.
Civil War in the United States. That's what the movie's about. And that's why I
right.
found it funny that Texas and California in the movie, in the previews, it says that Texas and California teamed up. And I was like, really? I
That's
was
not
like,
right.
there's no fucking way Texas and California would ever team up.
Exactly.
Now, like I said,
Are they,
Texas and
are they
Florida
actually
makes
next
sense.
to each other, or is there something between them?
No, there's three. You got Texas, New Mexico, Arizona, and then California.
Yeah.
So that person that had my image, if you try to download it now, this is what you get. Well, that doesn't look like the image anymore.
Yeah.
But that's another copyright claim from Harry Potter, I reckon.
Wasn't Etsy getting on people for making like copyrighted shit, 3D printed stuff? Like
Yeah.
Mickey Mouse and like Avengers and shit like that?
Yeah, Mickey Mouse is not copyrighted anymore.
No,
it's no
no,
longer
no.
copyrighted.
Mickey Mouse it's Steamboat Willie, which is technically, I guess, the same character but different.
Yeah.
No, it's the original name of Mickey Mouse.
Yeah, the Steamboat Willie.
It was changed from Steamboat Willie to Mickey Mouse.
Yeah, so I would say the artistic look of it is definitely different than the modern Mickey.
Yeah.
But yeah, Steamboat Willie is the original Mickey.
The whole way of drawing cartoons back then was completely different as well. So its movements were all different, mainly because it was not at the same frame rate.
Yeah, but what you're now seeing is people bringing out horror movies of Mouse.
Oh, you can bite my ass, Dusty. No, she's not.
It's like the sex film Felix the Cat.
Fritz the Cat.
Fritz
the Cat.
Fritz the Cat, yeah, which was based on Felix the Cat.
But the original Mickey would be Steamboat Willie.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's
and Minnie Mouse actually started while it was Steamboat Willie still.
Like I said, that's a result for me. He's removed my file, so he's not making any money from it now. I didn't think they would react that quick, because the image is still. If you go to the thing,
oh, could you imagine if Disney lost their copyrights on all their main characters? Holy fuck!
still
It'd
there.
be a free for all on
That's the file
Disney.
you get now.
You know, that'd be like Nintendo losing all their copyrights to Mario and shit. Like, oh
Yeah.
god. I mean, it's already a free for all on Nintendo shit because all the emulators out there. But Like I said, could you imagine if Disney lost their copyrights to all their main characters? Holy fuck.
That'd be great.
It's 70, is it 75 years or something? The copyright.
I think it has to be 75 years after the artist or singer's dead, isn't it? Or something like that.
I thought that was just music.
I'm not entirely sure, to be honest with you. It's something like that,
Well,
though.
I'm
They,
right.
they can only copyright it for so long, and then it becomes.
Yeah, there was two
copyright.
American sisters that bought the
No,
to the song Happy
The
Birthday.
copyright is on the writer, not the artist who performs it.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'm not sure about that.
Yeah, but you had then two sisters from America that tried to copyright the Happy Birthday tune. Happy birthday to you. Happy
Oh,
birthday.
it's Paris Hilton tried to copyright the phrase "That's hot," and
Yeah.
she
No,
got
that
turned
Happy
down
Birthday
because.
one, the two sisters tried to copyright it, and both the copywriters in the US and UK said you can't copyright that. That's open source. And then BMI said, well, no, we own the copyright to it, and we sold it to them. And they went, well, you didn't own it in the first place to sell it.
Exactly.
Yeah. A lot of music companies actually try this. Yeah, they'll take something and claim it's theirs, and
Okay, Cool Cat's saying Steamboat Willie is now protected again, but the original copyright elapsed a few weeks back. I don't know. I haven't really looked into it. I heard about this was a month ago or something.
yeah. But I believe someone's created a horror movie of Mickey Mouse, and Disney are not happy about it.
Well, there
But it's
was
going ahead.
one company, I think it was here in the US. They
It's
did
cool.
something where they used Mickey back in the day, but they found some kind of weird loophole, and now that company, it's just a small little mom and pop company, but because of some loophole, they still to this day are allowed to use the logo of Mickey. I can't remember exactly what it was. I was watching a thing on it not too long ago, and they actually got away with it. And if I was them, dude, I would just go to fucking Disney and be like, buy me out. And I'll sign over the rights to this particular logo. Why not, dude? They'd probably give you a couple $1 million. I would.
I wouldn't be that greedy. I'd just say, set me up for life, a couple of 100,000, and see you later. Bye.
Oh no.
Everything go all right, Paul?
Yes.
I'd want to at least get $1 million tax free. Give me $1 million, you pay the taxes on the $1 million. That's what those guys did. The
Hey,
brothers.
Mark, have you heard about that woman that the DWP took all the money?
No.
She was claiming carer's allowance, but also had a part-time job. And she'd actually declared it to the DWP, but an oversight meant the DWP didn't pick it up. And then a couple of years later, DWP found it, went after her for benefit fraud instead of just saying we made a mistake.
It's not benefit fraud. The only thing they could get her for that was income tax.
No, they got her on benefit fraud because she was claiming carer's allowance.
Yeah, but if she was
working.
claiming the.
Yeah, but if she was looking after somebody, she's entitled to carer's allowance.
Yeah, but you're not. No, you're not. Not if you're working.
Well, let me ask you something.
Even if you're working.
Now you've got to be doing 35.5 hours for that of caring hours.
Okay, but let me ask you something. Did she report that she was working as well?
Yes, but this is what they're saying.
That's
No.
the thing is, how could you hold her liable when she was honest
Yeah, but
and
this is
reported
the
everything?
point. This is what they're saying about the DWP. The DWP did her for it. He got her for benefit fraud. And then when she appealed, the judge said, this is very shady of the DWP. They are technically correct, but morally wrong.
I agree with that because
Even
she
though she
reported
said
it.
she agreed to pay it back at £30 a month, which she's been doing, and then she got £16,000 inheritance, and the DWP found out about it, that she got this £16,000 from her mum who passed away.
Yeah.
Took the whole inheritance, just took the whole lot.
Right.
You know what I
So
would have
that's what
told
we
him if
do.
I was the judge? Is I would have told DWP, I'd have been like, She reported it. She was honest about what she was doing. You guys fucked up. She don't have to pay a goddamn dime back.
But did you know, this is another thing as well. People don't realise benefit fraud should be a thing of the past because HMRC, the tax, and the DWP all work together, right? If you pay one penny in tax, they tell the other department. Or if you claim 1 penny in benefits, they'll tell HMRC, and they're talking to each other all the time. But what they've been doing is sitting on the information, knowing that people are not actually committing benefit fraud intentionally, but mistakenly because they've not done something, and that's where they're going. And it's morally wrong. And this is the problem why we need this government out because
this is what I think about that whole situation is that she reported she was working. She was claiming the benefits legally at the time because she thought she was doing that. I don't think she should have to pay a fucking dime back to them. I think that's their fuck up and that should be on them.
Yeah, well, that's not the way the look at it.
That's not the way to work.
No.
Oh, I know. I'm just saying that's the way
my
it should
carer's
be,
allowance goes to my sister, and she's retired, and her pension doesn't get anywhere near taxable.
But that's what I'm saying. I agree with you guys. It's wrong, and that she shouldn't. I don't think she should have to pay a fucking dime back. Now, if she was hiding the fact she was working, that's one thing.
Yeah.
But if she was reporting it, say, "Hey, I'm working."
Yeah, they got the guy that claimed he couldn't walk 10 meters, but then they got a video of him playing football. And he got off on a technicality.
Shit.
Well, that's
what I don't get is it seems to me like everybody in England is afraid of an attorney.
Yes.
Because over here they'd have attorneys lined up to sue the shit out of the government.
Yeah. Over here though, the government
they might not be able to over there though.
Yeah.
We are starting to get that kind of things.
Right? She goes after the government now and says, "You're in the wrong," and she's in the right. You know what they'll do? Within minutes, they'll pass the law to say you can't retrospectively take action. Bang!
Exactly.
I mean, they've done that. They've done that over here too.
I know exactly what you mean.
Well, they did that over here during COVID, right? They passed laws saying you couldn't sue companies for catching it, and you couldn't sue this and that because otherwise everybody would have been suing the fuck out of every company every time they got sick. And so, I mean, it's been done over here to prevent people from suing for certain things. They'll say you can't do that.
Here's another thing. Here's another thing that everybody's forgot. Over here in England, you used to get a thing called legal aid. But if you wanted to
been taken away.
No, you can still get it.
You can still get it, but it's very hard to get because when me and Laura was being made homeless, they said to prove you're entitled to. Yeah, they said you can have legal aid, and when we went to the company that was offering the legal aid, they said, "Oh no, you've got to give us £6,500. We take your case, and when we win your case, we give you all the money back." It's like fuck off.
Well, if that's the case, why don't they just do it pro bono?
But the thing is, here's a clever thing.
Where's the money in that, Justin?
Well, I mean, if they're winning the case and they're just giving you your money back, then what's the point of giving the money to begin with?
There was no money to win. That's the point. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I get what you're saying. So then the
landlord had a legal right to kick us out. It's his property.
So they're saying they know they're not going to win, but if they don't win, they're going to keep your money.
Yeah.
Okay. I get what you're saying.
But with the benefits as well. Now, Laura lives with me. She claims carers for me.
Yeah.
Right. And it used to be we would be £30 a week better off. Now we're not. We're actually worse off. If Laura was to leave today, I would end up with an extra £80 per.
Wait, how much does she get per week?
What, Laura, for looking after me?
Yeah.
78.
That's it.
That's it. It's shit.
Yeah. Holy shit.
It's cheap
That's
labor.
not even a full paycheck for 2 weeks.
No, but if you think about it,
but if she get a job and work 1 hour, bang. It's wrong. And I don't think the benefit system over here works anyway. because
doesn't.
pay it to one person. So in my case, the main benefits, ESA and the PIP, comes to me.
Waypoint.
Right? It's like, there you go, David, there's the money. Use it for you and Laura. But that means I have control of it because it's in my name. If they were going to take any action, they come after me. Right?
Damn,
But-
that's nothing a week. Like she should be getting that per day
Oh,
But
yeah,
that money
here's
was
the-
if they
Laura
want you
get.
guys to have a livable wage.
Yeah,
here's
but
the-
that
Yeah,
money
no,
Laura get.
carers allowance is about £290 every 4 weeks.
Yes, but that
Yeah,
money
that's a
Laura
lot.
gets, because Laura lives with me, they take it off me.
The more
Yeah.
you get,
So
the
they
more
take
they
it off me
you.
to give to Laura.
That's
always been
stupid.
like
That
that.
makes no fucking
It's
sense.
shit. The
And
whole
like I said,
thing.
she should be getting at least 50 a day to make a livable wage as what she would consider a caretaker and be able to.
Yeah, but
to
I don't
buy-
think the benefit system works. I think everybody should be entitled. If you're entitled to benefits, it should be everybody. So Laura should get her own money. I should get my own money. That means if me and Laura have a big row like last night and she leaves, she's got money to live on. At the moment, she's tied to me. She couldn't walk out the door because she has nothing to live on. You know, it's forced
Weather
entrapment.
cleared up, are you?
It looks good, doesn't it?
I'm
Yeah.
looking at that shipping now.
The only thing I found, Mike, with the DJI Mini on the auto settings, it seemed to, I don't know, not get the sky in real good detail.
Mm.
I always had to adjust the colors just a little bit in post to really bring out the clouds.
I've got one I haven't even shared on YouTube yet. It's still up low.
But
for
it
what
still
you can
does good
see.
video in auto. I agree with you.
And it's Camus Blythe, Northumberland.
Can see
I've got one.
undulations in the clouds. There's
Don't know,
shadows and highlights there.
Well, what I'm saying is like,
Oh, there is,
I'm
there is
not-
when you're watching it on a 55-inch telly
well,
anyway.
I'm saying I'm not the
Say
only one
what?
that's noticed
I'm
that.
not saying
Matt said the same thing about the Mini too. Like when you're shooting in auto, it takes good video, but you won't get like, even if there's a bunch of clouds in the sky, you don't get as good detail.
Yeah.
It kind
but
of blows the
that's-
sky out a little bit.
Well,
That's
that's
the
why
A2S.
Blue sky.
that's why Justin.
It's the A2S, not the Mini 2.
You can't grade it.
No,
Yeah.
no. Mike's talking in the chat about the Mini
Oh,
auto
right.
settings
Yeah, but it
on the
wouldn't.
Mini too.
Don't you mean when there's like more blue sky there and the sun's out?
Right, and you
Oh,
get some
that looks
clouds
alright.
in the sky. You don't get as good detail on the clouds and stuff, but I'm
Mm.
not the only one that noticed that. A lot of people have said that it with sky, it doesn't do that great.
Yeah.
It's good
Oh,
enough
no,
if you
it's
want to
alright,
just shoot
no.
in auto. Yeah, but
Anyway,
put it through an
I've got a
editing
bit of
program.
footage here, but I don't know how to put it up here.
I'm saying put it in just a basic editor and brighten up the colors a little bit, and you'll see the sky looks
Yeah.
way better.
Well,
Like,
Paul's
just
going to put
slightly
an Apple
adjust
movie
it.
maker shortly.
Because like I
mean,
never
look at-
did extensive editing like Matt
I mean,
does
look
or
at the
anything.
quality though. There, of getting that light blue in the water behind the boat.
Mm.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
But
Still
like
gotta-
I said, even for
It's gonna edit
auto,
the sky a bit.
for what it is and the price of the drone and shooting in auto,
Well,
Yeah,
this
white
is
balance.
just his raw. This is his raw footage.
Automatic
Isn't it?
white
He hasn't done
balance.
any editing yet.
it's really good. But it does lack in certain little areas. I mean, it's not gonna like kill your video or nothing, but somebody like Matt definitely would notice.
Yeah. As I said, automatic white balance. You gotta change that.
But to be fair too, the Mini 2 doesn't have a lot of camera settings compared to like an
No.
Air 3 or Air 2S or
No,
Yes,
because
even
it's
an
only
Air
10
2.
bit color. There's no D-log. So you can't color grade it.
Right, but you can put it into an editing app and kind of brighten the
Oh,
colors
yeah,
a
you
little
can
bit.
correct it,
Yeah, do a little correction.
color
to it.
correction, but you can't color grade it.
Right.
It's not 10-bit color.
But like I said, for the price of the drone and for what it is and the package it is,
Mm.
it does a hell of a job. Even a Mini 1 does at 2.7K.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, there's still nothing wrong with that drone.
You know, the thing is though, is I record this video, I don't know how to put it up, but I noticed when even though you got 4K quality, when you put it up on StreamYard or you try to produce it on YouTube, it goes back to 1080.
Yeah.
So, you know, but
When you upload it, it goes to 1080. That's
all
trouble.
right. I've noticed that on all my videos on my channel.
Now, are you putting them out in 4K when you edit them
Yeah.
in your
60,
editor?
60 frames per high quality, high definition at 60 frames per second. No, I've done a couple in 100 and it won't accept it on my I use Video Prop editor.
Then honestly, to be honest with you, your editor probably isn't actually doing true 4K then.
Mm,
Try a different editing program.
yeah, I think
I mean,
that's what I'm
DaVinci's
gonna
got
do, just
I mean, DaVinci is a hell of a program as far as it's very intimidating
Especially when
program,
you get
but
the professional version.
but DaVinci
DaVinci,
has a
yeah,
hell
I've
of a
heard of that.
free but DaVinci has a hell of a free version you can download for free.
Yeah.
And you know
Oh,
what? I think Movie Maker is the way to go.
Well, but Movie Maker won't do 4K though.
No.
No.
But that's what I'm saying. That his editor that he's using might not actually be putting it in 4K, even though it says it is, because YouTube has no issues uploading 4K 60. They'll do it all day long.
Mm.
I mean,
Yeah.
so I think the editor you're using probably isn't actually doing what it says it's doing.
yeah.
There's plenty of other editors out there. You just edit on your phone?
No, I do it on my PC. I've got two screens here. It's a Dell Optiplex I'm using as well.
Yeah, download DaVinci, dude. They got a hell of a free version of DaVinci. It
Yeah.
doesn't cost
Ooh.
anything. But like I said, it's an intimidating program. It's a lot to learn.
It is very hard
But
to learn, but once you get to it.
But Matt does, or if you don't want to pay a monthly subscription, then the free DaVinci is the way to go.
Well, I don't know how to share this new video. How do I put this new video up if you want to see it? And there's no
Go
music
down to the
because
bottom and you hit share screen,
share
and
screen.
then pick which what screen you want to share. It should give
Right,
you a
let's
list of your
see.
screens.
Oh,
And you should see whatever's in that screen. You should see it there, so you'll know which one you're picking.
iPhone whiteboard. No, it's oh, so I have to play
Oh,
the video on the other screen to
Yeah.
share it. Right. Hold on.
Share screen and then share the tab that you've
It's
got
easier
the
for
YouTube
somebody
on.
just to type. It's easier for one of you just to type my channel in, go into my videos, and then you can see what flying I've done.
Mm-hmm.
Why I'm on Joe. But never mind the lives what I've done. You go to my videos, you'll see what I've
No
done.
self promoting.
So, all right.
Hey, Joe, here's the link to DaVinci in the chat. Just hit download for free, and you'll get the free version. And the free versions, like I said, it's a hell of a program, but you're really going to have to dive into it and learn it.
Yeah, does DaVinci leave watermarks in the free version?
No.
Nope.
No.
It doesn't
I
leave
thought
any
it did at one-
watermarks.
Did it do at one point?
Not that I'm aware of, no.
I'm sure when I first had it, had DaVinci in the
When
bottom.
I was playing around with it like a year ago, it didn't have any watermarks on it.
I'm
Dominic
talking
uses
first
it, right,
time out.
Dominic?
Yeah, I do.
And Matt Northeast actually has a lot of good videos on how to.
Yeah, that's how I learned from him.
Yeah, he's got 2 or 3 tutorial videos on his channel.
Yeah, but he's
He can
only a
show-
small channel, so you might not be able to find him.
Right.
Yeah, just
You
But
should
yeah,
do
that's
more
because-
tutorials.
David, that's because you got it from Amazon.
I think I've got this. Share.
I don't know, Dominic. You can
Oh,
do
it says
4K on the
send up.
free version, can't you?
I'm on here.
Free version you can't do 4K
Share
with, but
No.
most of the things on there you can do.
And you can you do 2K?
2K, no, you can only
Two-
do 1080.
Oh fuck, that's not going to help him.
No.
I didn't know that they limited it.
Yeah.
Now, can I share this for some reason? It's saying sign in,
It's right.
sign up. It's coming up with loads of things. I've got a day here. See, I don't normally share the things, but I don't mind sharing it on here if it's all right for you. I'm not going to prosecute anybody.
But you're sharing
Mine
it.
or not?
No, I'm trying to share it, but it's saying on screen, me and screen, and then my second screen. I've got it on the second screen. But it
Yeah.
won't let us share
Well,
it for
man,
some
put it in the private chat and I'll share it for you.
I told her to do that. I see, I'm good at electronics. I'm good with electrics, but I'm not good at like this stuff.
Why I'm on Joe, and then
I'll let you do it.
yeah, why I'm on Joe.
That's the easiest way for you to do it.
He's in the chat. He was in there earlier. Scroll up. You're trying to find his channel.
Da Vinci, I've got that link there, Justin. Thank you for that. I'll try.
But they did tell me that the free only does 1080-60, but it is a way better program.
Oh,
But the paid version isn't cheap either. It's like $500 for the paid version.
Yeah.
But look around, just look around for some different editors that are free and see what you can find. I mean, if you want to play around with DaVinci, it's worth learning.
Some of these editors I mind, they turn around and say, "Oh, you need to subscribe. You've got to pay this bill," and then they like take your eyes out.
But if you want to edit in really good 1080-60, that's going to be the program to use.
You go, Joe.
I think his editor's lying to him though when it says it's exporting in 4K.
There we go. This is the one.
Yeah.
And this ship is just coming.
Yo.
Joe, you don't know any free good editing programs, do you? You pay for all yours, right? Is that free?
Wondershare is a free
The
version.
editor one I use is free.
Can you do
It's called
4K?
Video Proc.
I don't think.
I've got LumaFusion, and that's just a one-off payment.
How much is that?
It's only about 20 quid.
There you go.
Oh, that's not bad, Joe.
It was $46 in Australian.
Joe, you can get LumaFusion for a one-time $20 quid purchase.
Oh. Anyway, all them cabins is where the workers are at the minute. What we're looking at is a place that makes under sea cabling for the wind farms.
Yeah. I've seen this, but not so close up. I saw it when I was sat at the top of Newcastle's football stadium.
You bugger.
That
What
fucking
about
so high.
No. Looks choppy on here, but it's perfect on YouTube and everything.
He's permanent on my end. Perfect.
All right.
That's because you're playing the original.
Why didn't you land on the helicopter pad?
I keep thinking to myself, should I land on there or should I not? But I've been told don't land on a helipad because you'll not get your drone back.
Well, no,
I don't
you're
think
not
there's
supposed to be flying within a certain distance of a helipad.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't
That's
think there
why-
is a LumaFusion for the PC, is there?
The only thing
I'm
I
not
don't
sure.
like about flying around here is because the gulls keep trying to attack me drone.
I mean, I'm using it on the iPad and the iPhone, so I don't know whether it does a
Yeah, I
PC,
don't
whether it's
'cause
all
it-
Apple.
Because it keeps redirecting to Google Play Store or Apple Play Store.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I
don't
think it's only
Yeah, it's an app. Yeah.
I don't think that, but yeah, he likes to edit on his computer, so that's not going to be a good one.
And this place here, the building here, is going to be the new underwater cabling manufacturers. And I don't know if people's watched on the news.
Right, that's too much investment for the north of England. Pack it in.
Well, you see, to your right top corner, if you look, that used to be that was going
Adobe's
to
a
be the
monthly
battery
charge,
plant.
huh? Adobe's a monthly charge, ain't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've still got Adobe Photoshop Elements 11.
Wow.
Every time I
Well,
log it, he goes, "Why don't you buy an upgrade and pay a monthly
I mean,
subscription?" This off.
Final Cut is back as well, isn't it? Mainly.
Yeah.
Yeah, Joe, you're probably going to be either stuck doing 1080-60 or you're going to have to pay some kind of monthly subscription.
Aye.
I don't know
Well,
how
this
much
goes up in-
Adobe.
Joe, this is in 2K, by the way, if you wanted it. Look, if you go into settings,
Uh-huh.
it go to quality.
Or does somebody?
It does say 2K, look.
Yeah.
Well, click on
Well,
there. Click on
4K. It
there.
actually says 4K.
Yeah, click on there, see who works.
It'll play look a bit shit on my
Yeah, so you are uploading in 4K, Joe.
Yeah.
Okay, so what the problem you're probably facing is you got to remember when you
You go.
upload a video to YouTube, YouTube's going to take a couple hours sometimes to render it up to that.
When the processing goes through, you know, the rendering process. When
Yeah,
it goes
when it-
through, it's
but
like 2 to 3
once-
hours, man.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean,
So
it's terrible because you uploaded it 4 months ago.
now this is what I would recommend, Joe, is upload your video to private, let it sit there for a few hours, process, get it to the 4K, then
Yeah.
release it.
Then
That way, when people will go to watch it the first time, they're going to get to see
Right,
it in
if you're
4K.
wondering why it's stuttering on mine, it's because I'm on my laptop.
Ah, right.
Well, and you're sharing through Zoom too, so it's not always the best.
Yeah, I know what
Some-
you mean. I'll leave it a day just to rest in the editing. Or
You only need to leave it a couple of hours.
And then I'll publish it.
Yeah, exactly, Mike. Yeah, exactly. Like Mike said, you're just not giving it enough time to render. So upload it private, let
Yeah.
it sit there for 3 or 4 hours just to be on the safe side. And then
Mhm.
once you check it, when you go into your YouTube studio and check it, if you see that the 4K is there, then go ahead and publish it.
Yeah. Thank you for the advice, gentlemen.
That was your problem, is that I think you were thinking that as soon as it was done processing, it should just be at 4K. And that's not the case. It takes a little while. You'll see it at like 420, and then all of a sudden it'll be at 720, and then it'll be at 1080 like 20 minutes later, and then
Mhm.
2K, and then it will slowly rise up over a couple hours period.
Yeah.
But if you want people to have the full effect of your video and be able to go to 4K, let it sit private for a couple hours and render, and then put it public.
I will do that. Thank you very, very much, Justin, for the advice.
I'm not sure though. People need to see Newcastle in 4K though.
Okay, so it's definitely whatever editing app you're using, just stick with that because
Yeah,
it
the more
obviously is
blurred, the
working.
better.
There you go. You're getting a new subscriber out of this, and I like. Yeah, me.
But if you want to get into, if you still want to play around with DaVinci, I'd recommend it. It's definitely a nice thing to learn.
I've just clicked on that.
Yeah, if you, even though you can only do 1080-60, if you want to like practice really doing
Mhm.
some extensive editing, that's the way to go. And then later on, down the road, if you decide, I really like this and you want to spend the money, it's a one-time buy for a few £100 and you
Thank
have
you for
the
sharing that.
program for life.
You're welcome.
Yeah, it's just I've done different flights. I've done coastal stuff and all. You'll see. Right. Well,
How'd you-
I'll click on here, and I will subscribe back.
How'd your flight go, Paul?
Yeah.
Well, okay, you were over there with that like evil smile, like you done ran into the bridge again.
Yeah,
or something.
we just seen his video. Looks all right.
Oh, I was outside. I didn't see it. I was taking the dogs out.
Well, make sure you come back to Paul's channel later and watch it.
Oh, you got some footage on here,
Who has?
right? There's the new
Which channel you
subscribe.
on?
I'll just subscribe back.
Oh, you just you subscribe to me.
All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome, sir, and thank you for subscribing to me. I tell you what, you got some nice stuff here. Because look, videos. Wow. Oh, some nice drone footage, yeah. Well, you see that one where you went to, you flew next to the wind farm, the wind.
It's not on my channel.
Yeah, that's not his channel. Whose channel are you
Yeah, I'm
clicking
just
on?
going to say he hasn't got any drone stuff.
I'm not a drone flyer. Laura is.
Oh,
should be.
no, right. Anyway, I've
We
actually
should
done
change that.
that live one. What you've just been watching. There is a wind farms up there, and I actually flew. You know, even though the propellers were turning, I flew through the blades. And my woman says, "Oh, Christ, you got to lose the drone." I says, "No, I'm married," and I flew through their blades. Wouldn't do it again, like, because it was risky, but that's what I've done. Yeah.
Yeah, you didn't get my channel. You got someone else's.
Right. Doesn't matter. I'm subscribed. I'm subscribed to all yours, I hope. But
I
if
think you're already subscribed to me because you came on my panel yesterday.
That's correct. Yeah.
Well, everybody dropped their links, I guess.
Right. We've got a nice community here. I like the community. I like the gentlemen. I like what we're talking about. And that's the way it goes. Anybody hurts you, and you know what the flag means behind us, you can go and do one of them.
And that's it. And they're all slowly getting used to the way you speak.
Yeah, everyone, I tell you what, there's a lot of like a lot of mountain women that love my accent. I don't know why. See,
Did he say mountain men?
Women,
What he said.
No.
ladies love my accent in America.
We don't
Oh,
have an
people
accent.
always-
You guys got the accent. What are you talking about?
People always love other countries' accents like that.
No, I love the American accent.
Yeah, well, over here, an American accent girls are all mad for. But if you go to America, it's the other way around.
Aye.
Well, and something I've been told, and Dominic can correct me if I'm wrong, but I've always been told that Australian girls really like American accents.
Oh.
And that was Tim that told
Dominic's
you
like, oh, screw you. Stealing all our women.
Must have been Queensland.
No, it was Tim.
Oh, okay.
Shoot, I need to go to Australia
Well,
then
no,
because
I
I like
watched-
their accents, you know.
I
We
watched,
made each other.
I watched a video of a guy and he was going down the beach asking women what their favorite accents were, like what they were most attracted to. And a lot of them said American accents. A whole bunch of them did. And Tim has said
I'll be
that
there.
before
I'm
that
coming.
girls tend to flock towards American.
I'm coming down.
I'll tell you what, them Australians have got some bad taste.
Australia got bad taste.
Dominic, when he gets there, just drop in front of the nearest gay bar.
Yeah. Oh no.
I'm not bringing Tim.
You know what?
Tim's
Paul,
already
I'll
there.
be in. I'll be straight in that elbow with me, like the way they're wearing the bikinis and they're the women when they do go in.
Well, I don't know about you guys. It's 20-2 here, so
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
if I don't
getting
get
that
if I don't get my head down, the kids are going to be waking me up very
Okay.
soon.
Yeah,
And you're gonna have bags on the eyes like me.
Justin's got stuff to do too, right, Justin?
Yeah, I got to get I'm
Yeah.
about to call Sarah and see what.
Right. Well, I'll call it now
Thanks.
because somebody else has just come up
Okay,
and
everybody.
sent us a
Hey, thanks
message.
for being here.
Oh, thank you.
By the
Paul.
way,
Thank
this
you,
wasn't
boy.
my
I
fault.
love yous.
We'll see all you in the morning at 9:00 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time.
You
2 a.m.
may not see me until the
UK.
evening.
Okay,
You
Joe,
not see,
take
you
care,
not see
buddy.
me. Hey, take care, bro.
Yep.
And
Catch
you
you later.
not see me at that time in the morning. I'll be.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Later.
You all take care, gentlemen. Look after yourselves
Later.
and stay safe
Bye-bye.
no matter what you